Nko, we are home. Wow. Wow. We are home. We are home. We are home. Where's everybody at? Where's everybody at? Oh my gosh, I miss y'all. I miss y'all. I miss y'all. Nko ngali misle. Alimbalali. Y'all letale domanding. But I'm okay. All right? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Come in, please. Come in. Come in, come in, come in. Alimbe mobe content na mabai. Wallahi. Kasama. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Allah baraka Natalie. We are here back. We are here, we are here. Where are the Gambians? Where are the people that love Gambia? Where are the in-laws? Where are the wives and the husbands? Come on, come on. Al-nana. Being Alatentu, we are back. December 13th. My guest is here. My guest is here. Nko yellow. UDP in the house. I love y'all. Yes. Al-nana ngadi and the Bimo open line. Today is open line. I'm telling y'all, any language is welcome. Any language. Nko, any language is welcome. English, Wolof, any of it. Jola, any language, you bring it on. We can handle it. If you can hear me well, let me bring my guest. If you guys can hear us well, I am not spending any minute being late, okay? We're just gonna go straight to the conversation. Let me know if you guys can hear me and you can hear Jaliba. Yes. Allah baraka. Yes. Jaju. Thank you, Aisatu. Seni. Thank y'all. We are here. Ali Alnajan, who is in the house today? MB Krubally. Yes. Nko. Mbali nyopoti lale. Nanu manna. Nsalta batolu koto nyopoti. The brother is here. He is ready. He's fired up. We are fired up. We are fired up to go. Yes. Yes. Nko alna na londo fankaso lembi. Alna. Yes. Okay. Mina change skela. Ngana brother sambana. Nkali elon ne kawiyelem. I'm so excited. Nanyin guess all they mean a lot to me. Nko. Ni London tango ni London tiol kasinyoka. You look good. Ikajale funkam fa adjust. Nkwanjira tana necktie la nyanta wala sitila bi ngasembe. Yes. Thank you, Sadie. Because we are clear to go. Thank you, Jali. Yes. All right, we are ready to hit it. We are ready. Allah baraka. Kotoke bija. Kotoke, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Binto Bantaba Network.
Thank you.
The other time we brought you here, you were not alone. Yes. You are with other smart younger brothers of yours. Yes. We appreciate you coming back.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Glad
we need all the education when it comes to Gambia. Not just politics, but any other issue on the ground. That's what Binto Bantaba is here for, to educate, to let us know. Here I say, we call the right people to clarify it for us. So mbe welcome la. Our motto is, everybody that watches this, that follow us, they know our motto. Respect. We don't want to go down in history. Our grandchildren, they say, well, they used to have this channel called Binto Bantaba Network. It's all insult. We do not want that. We don't want history to write us down, to tell on us. Insult, disrespectful. No. Education and respect. So, may welcome. Today we will try to do it in all languages. English will be part of it, but we'll go in for more in Mandinka. The brother will speak some part of English and the other languages too. So Kotoke, you are welcome. Momodou, MB, Krubally in the house, yellow. Yes, thank you. Thank you. If you are on Facebook, please follow our page and like it. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe, text us. Let us know you are on YouTube too. Kotoke.
Yes.
I'm sorry I'm calling you Kotoke. I know it might not sound professional.
That's okay.
But you know, your sister is not that professional, really. But we can say it down. You know, yalo nentolu bunyaro is very important in our society. Sain jamano londorong. Bare ntolu ba fulangol nka foile mba. Ntolu kotol nka foile kotol. Mfa fulangol nka foile mfal. Mfa dol fa nka foile mfa. Bare sain jamano ya tinnale. Nka sita na doro. We kar. Ibuke kumandi fa Mr. Soso, ibuke kontongota. They take your first name. Ntol sa njamani labam dindingol nkon kunintale. But we are losing us. We are losing us. Because if we lose us, our children lose too. So wo horomol ni wo bunyal alfabe diamula ye kunjimi. Wolu be botale sai. Ba on tol kon kunintale. But there are certain things manja na wolu bula woleta. Ni aje nka mol samba na nka fo koto. Mba fo la koto ke. Mba fo la uncle. You know? Wo horomo yankulu min na walem. So mbe welcome la jam. Momodou Krubally. Mbe welcome la UDP. Lafte ni moli ya nyo konton. Bismillah.
Thank you so much, Binto Nimbara Bake. Nkai ko invite nyimame kenna. The last time nata jang nga kacha dima soto bunya kacha nga nyo horma nga hakilo di nyola nim political party members dol kachata mantara kankilim bari nga nyo horma mbe menna ten ndel dolo ni mombe ni be sirinja itafula ko ya lonne kombe menna karme banku kelol la banku kelol ni aje nga nko kelo wala nyinti ko we have different ideas with different ideas nyindo nimman sile nga kacha woronte benno la kado nimman ni be nyimen ke kan tembe nyin kacha ni back and forth men ke kan nyino mol temo namayandila nyino mol temo bamandila bamandro me alon ko nintal faram furata je because bimbe menna wala nyindi ko mba fukan konna president no mantra doku kendola part of the problem or wala lack of communication part of the problem or wala nyindi ko am dialogue okay so mbe wala la janteng so most I understand ko natale jandoro man najang kelola natale pour ga hakilo di nyola defana meme be fula jang ndala miro lom part of it be kala political party la ideology jileti but in fanang I am here to learn from the people because that is what it's about. It's a back and forth. So you know back for the invite.
Thank you. Alama ale nijo. Mbuka mojo jang. Ndenena ma mojo, nena ma mo prepare nena ma mojo pour mo e nana jang. So atol fanang ali ngani min soton na Gambia na banku ndingwe. Alama ale alimi alla dimbal nyato.
Amen.
Alama ale nalijo. Alama alla londo lu yurwala al kamurunna. Al kan karande. So ntol lafta alonna le jamalo Momodou MB Krubally wakan jakali bak bar say lafta wala lonna
nte to fam Momodou Billo Krubally lo mbota basse santa sule wulula jele include jele ntara karamuto jele bring nga command transota ntara Armitage High School nga doko ke Armitage High School nga school in Armitage High School Armitage High School nga doko demanding ke na father is a former member of parliament for Basse constituency and also a prominent businessman akatia peso kenum so nga doko kate for a little bit Nina brothers then after atondi thanko the late Alhaji Keba Krubally.
Thank you.
Yes wala na dati and then motaje nata US kana ka karan complete janga complete sambe do ko la ninna musole bi janna muso tomo Salimatu Jallo leti o fanam basse kolom so ndel muru dale su pour kata musu ñu wala je so adebi natal bi jang ani ndingol ndimma klim fanam be Washington DC Binto Krubally, she is doing very well. I am a father, a brother and a grandfather you know. So in a nutshell, walam Momodou Krubally.
Thank you. Abaraka. Biden nge sambanang lafta nga Gambia kacha. Bare mbes ita Gambia be kachala no. Bare mbe sambala one area la. Fonin janding line ol belela because nyim mko students si falbe nyim platform otoja. Nyim university toja. Walu they are very smart so it be normal kana worry. So nte sambala area killing. UDP.
Yes.
Your interest soto political. Munati na UDP.
Yalong nyim ko be follow la wati men until be ike emari ke fantara funding ke atole. Then natana obviously from Sadauda we came into dictatorship. What we call almost 24 years of dictatorship. Woto Gambia din jamal le keleta. E wulta lota and keleta from dictatorship nyim bondije. Now we're in a democratic society. Adon democracy don't pruka sama pruka banko sama. Because niya jibe problem on bena da brina independence and inside tema. Nka tula molle blame la. Ka fo molle mantaraki ka nyama. So ni do be more blame la. Iti sino la do be more blame la sa any solution o manna. I have a great passion for the Gambia, especially in border regional mentor. Ni Gambia jibe capital of Bedaming and Intel Bedaming is very far. Mostly development of Kataria Futala and Tella. And as a young man growing up, I have always been a member of organizations, Friends of Basse, and the organization Jamal Bije. So community service doko follow to do stuff in our own places. And that's how you get engulfed in this kind of stuff. So during dictatorship Tambida, obviously I weighed all my options, Pruka Jube. How do I get myself involved into the democratic process? Political parties, people that know me know that I have done that. But at the end of the day, until a principle or a value soul, and in what I believe that the direction of the country should go to is more in line with the United Democratic Party. And that's why I came into the United Democratic Party, because grassroots level party law. Party law Mealonko is there for the Gambian people, it's for the grassroots, near United Democratic Party across the country, from the combos to Koina. You see, when you see us, you see grassroots people, women, average folks that are struggling daily. Mon me alon ko hanim jio me belure akang ima sotono. Tilo me mol janila as a chonno into crow. Nyele batarim bi batame alon ko ngajen na president no fam wulirim bi. Ika mola batalo nyame wala nyindi ko ni mo nata ela carte keso sam pour ye carte keso diala. O moy na be kodo dilela. Wo bataleti. So ndel ko janni be kodo tala ba di la molla. Ikarandi ko binto karanta nyame. Nyaye bi tabe fan na fala be dingol na fala be Gambia na fala be siri be men kambi. Londo le wodila. Na nyaton ko dun jama ka sila na wole dila because ne londo di harba diwla. Jama ati sila e batu. Akatale akakata fai. This is what the United Democratic Party believes. We believe that we have to start development in the grassroots level. We cannot just be a party that is just there to just stay in power. You have to be able to bring about the change. That is the type of change that we did for 24 years. United Democratic Party Loda, Budet Rekering, Buzat Rekering, Neni Rekering, Soroni Rekering, Ima Menke. But they still stood until they reached the destination, which is the end of the dictatorship. With resilience, with love for party, love for country, is what I see in the United Democratic Party, and that is what moves me, because I truly believe that we have to be able to, make a difference in the lives of the people, not our own lives, because we were not elected to look good in office. We were elected to do a job, and when we go to ask for the people's vote, we tell them that we're going to work for them. We don't tell them that mansaya dinna or presidency dinna purungata ndingu karandi tamadla purungata bumbalo na satoto e ka fuele ko le ninna da menyine kelale o kan delbelori wal kan wala nan delba fla Gambian ko le ko comme 2021 ni la jikota ya tun delto ita malla muk people like us that are in the United Democratic Party are going to make sure that when we get the opportunity to serve that country, that we're going to stay the course and we're going to make a difference in the lives of the people.
Thank you. When I was, I had a conversation with Honorable O.J. Jallo last Sunday.
Yes.
he asked me, I asked him a question, but he in turn asked me a question too. He asked me, what is the qualification of a president? I didn't say much, I just say education. But he said not education only should be a president's qualification. So I am in turn asking you this question. What na president mine nyenta kelala qualification ot Gambia banko kan, not diaspora but Gambia banko kan.
Gambia banko kan near na constitutional jibe ay même fois age limit kele je ay karan la limit kele je. What important about it. The only thing that Gambia has in common with, or the only thing all the leaders in the world have in common, most of them, is education. It is very important. Education is very, very important. It is the most important qualification that we have, because we go to college not to get experience, because when you graduate from college, my experience was but a college you are able to work in a group environment. You're able to work on your projects with people. You're able to learn how to communicate. You're able to learn how to do work within a specific period of time. And you have a goal from the beginning to the end until you graduate. There's a goal that you have to meet. So in a sense, it's preparing you to be kind of a focused individual. Because niata jiko drona, ndebe katio fay kam baro la wati mena baro famole afo ako e coming for campaign yoto and ni winda membe kere amake kilindi. So you cannot measure character, because it is something that is not measurable, because I can deceive you through my character. And this is why education is very, very important. Experience is important, but chances are very good. Not a lot of people come into the presidency with experience. Some do. So education is very, very important, and it's key, because Gambia is not an island. We have to get out and deal with the international governance. We saw how Barrow, when he was out there, each time he speaks, you want to go hide. And as much as we love the honey beginning, it makes people not respect you. Well, I have African core, Ilanian program to be. Eman left more in Nenderke. Because he left a Moli Bunya. Ici, dele no mole na inendiroke, isafule ko ndaman femfo, mole benindrola. But you have taken the responsibility to talk to your viewers and say, we don't want insult here. You're setting an expectation. And that is what Gambia needs to understand, that we cannot just stay in the Franco country. When we look at our constitution, a majority of it will have to do with how we live as a nation. But we also have to consider that we are part of a bigger world that we have to function in. When we go look for aid, when we go look for partnerships, when we go to these conferences, mbuka na manika konfuje, mbuka na sura konfuje, mbuka na fula konfuje, ona circle konfuje, mbuka na angali konle fuje. Adu wo ni ko ya fo ye kadru karan ya fahamu. It's education. So let no one deceive you. Education is very, very important. And part of the problem of African politics and politicians and leaders is their lack of a very good education. When you lack that, you don't even have decent respect. Wala no more. Ita be damen bi ila crown sura da black dame alonko. Ita hani imira la pour que bulo la moka, because it's remote. It's a thing of the past. Bari isimo la molde be okela. Karambaliale ba kendela ite na flota in the millions. Ya di mola ya fa karteo fanye ya nene ite foni alate ma yalonko ba nene kan. Ni karanta e kamenke ka programme le lon ya mobe momoni wakil da ina fa. Walakin until America jam, Natalie, we find programs here, we tap into the programs, and we're bettering ourselves. So let's learn from the people that we run to when we are poor or when we need help. Let's see how they're dealing with their things and try to import some of that and mix it up with our local flair to get a working country.
Yeah, karang fongontenga kudo fananjeje, nyin kaiti sainor. Yes, sir. Ndenga amra ko ni karambe karanto or ye qualified karanal sambanang in your team. Ngamera asem mako no. Ninko Gambia doro. maybe in Safoko na follow to kebal buka karang baro wato fanang tubaboli en kenyadi itatale Africa ta ya kude so what yellow angale min sambana yen trick wala ika jele fan kafo kono ning ntol be kafo kono ntol londin tangol min fanan karanta domanding ni weekend o sita nanata na min fo wala kalo wokum wala kalo growing up so isaje ko nte karango a really karango ngamra banko nimbe fango fe invest la health ku sabale benteje ntala mi rolo wote bawo bimbe kachala andumbe line o la moli kacha ku sabale benteje education
yes
londo mecho fango londo let agriculture ntol to survive la no ma agriculture andun na jata kende ya bunda wala ku mata bakel do sa foko security bare yal ne nin karanal siat nte nyo trick la node nin do morobe buntun kon mamre se nyo trick node nin jata kende ya be keri hani drumole mata frik mbese ulinga boreno we can be healthy nsem fancy chono so but mbe karango is very important so mbe murundi la nan kote alla congress seat most likely bare mbabula ratole most likely alla secretary general
yes
min kata honorable Dabot most likely alibela fila wala tombon na kote so walk us through ngalo no kay mantara Gambia you are not on the ground par domandim fonye dorong mbelay no liyela min fanambe Gambia ni be moy kam they will come yes alla congress
yalo follow Gambian call is I understand munam congress congress lam nyinde ko every 2 years na constitutional nyinka approve party list you know, your official pick, you find you make sure the party is functioning. Because Momodou Sinai party lonely the wrong. I see him cut if I want to sit I lock Jube and
okay, hold on. Alka Facebook. Can you guys hear him very well? Please. I do not want us to have any glitch on this thing. It's very important. Please. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So yeah, I'm the only forgot. Every 2 years Congress of Kasoro. Now Congress will be started on the 18th and after on the 20th KMC under the leadership of one of the most successful mayors we have in the country on the Taliban Sudan. We're processing obviously Mitali. We're gonna pick our officials. We're gonna unveil our manifesto again, and we will tell the Gambian people that come 2021, Nalia Banco di Molla, albe mune expect la kurunta be menkela. Woto fana mba itala lako, kontel fana da kota nganyaton komenta membe na programo lead la. Wokono molbe compete la le puruka o programo nyini, and one of them, obekela Alaji Useno Dabolet. And he is somebody me alon ko ngamira pati o pati Gambia Banco kan. Ni opportunity so to be puruka londi ba londi la le. And I know you and I will talk about that in depth. So in a nutshell, you know Congress oti.
Yeah. So you go in the 18, 19, and in 20. Albe Gambia malala yellow.
Wolo mba itala Gambia kola ko politiko man ki ko dron ko pruyet na flota ita molni ne ala. Because when I float a UDP bulu, mental bulu wolom kamo. We come to the people, tell you what to expect. Because Green Lotus in 1996, nga UDP Londi, nga kukile na itala mkoyo ko, dictatorship te balu la Gambia kono. Adu UDP Lotale in partido ya make sure burkata. Me lorim korege mbaita kan Gambia kola ko. On the 18, 19, 20th, Nimem Fodala no Congress to Ebamuela buffer zone. We're going to come out and tell the Gambian people. And from there, we're going to start the campaign official. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to the Gambian people. But in Bejikiring, ko batame be kering Gambia banko can be. Corruption no be kering ye be. Mismanagement be kering ye be. President Obita on a 30-day tour. BBB base kono na santo doto nim dole diam taje. Akonya ko itela baluo be kono ni ma moy president Obi banko tamala karimu meola. Umuna futinyal. Bari be dunga mol fananka musolme yalo ko be batare ibe nenela. United Democratic Party ndel kon lafta wala fala. Laftale alingata mol ya nga nakol fo satara me nene. Ni naflo na banko kan alingo naflo tanga programo londi. Men dingul karandi. Dingu niya wulu ibukani naflo wulu. E ka wulu le amerema. Folo e kamenke e ka samba karamole de folo. Wala nyindi ko ya hakilo yirwande. Gambian kol ndel lafta wala pour que hakilo yirwande ke hakilo yele. Ka ite la ko janninga nyewdi la luolon mais nigindi la nyemuto la le pour ici ila dimbayal balundi no anim fana si nyewdo tano ya wafu ye fanda fa
nga ebe president la to foka but constitutional way right the president la at least once or twice in a year.
That is correct.
That
is correct.
For Barota what different talaba?
Yes, Barota was different tale. Because Barota different anyaming. Ndel be si dale 4 years ago Baro hani moto ata san no la fay. Na ya sana bikela moto kotoliti. But before it I moto me ransale almost 30 cars. Diala mol. Nim presidents in the history of the Gambia and any other nation for that matter in the world. Banco de Kerindawe ko president no banco tama karimume 30 days. Basenim Banjul tema mostly molka kele 10 days, 2 weeks max. Sadara ya kele, ya jame ya kele. Baro is the first me alonka ba kekang for 30 days. Niaje buka ke for a very long time because nim mans kunda Simon kunda be short in the sign. Ministerial betar. Personal betar. Ibije just wasting money. But if it is not a meet the farmer store near Jibe. Because at the last meet the farmer store I muneke, I in Banjule ala political party unveil. Ninsilo meet the farmer store on the United Democratic Party, it will be a true meet the farmer store. Me alonko inyande tala li yela moy molla. Sama fele abanta, binadu kan tilikando kono. Albe siri nyadile, mune be beteare mune mam betea muna la problem it's more like listening because jël fond doku dulal. It's a direct contact with the president and the ministers to listen to you, but you don't have to spend 30 days to do that because presidential entourage is very expensive. Wala tina bi ni mo be siring $663 million yole di president of Krubally balwa. You're going to start seeing very successful students. But they give him that to do what? To buy cars and to just run all over the country. Ibidaka molmeya. Ibidaka ebe cross kam barawati menda. Feri samol be tamatale. Kunun feri mantara je. Molbe dunkan kunun le kono. Ni fuda do basse courant te damen bi. Courant be malale from the time when President Barrow dunta for na be bolay ko na fuda ko ba kunda ande bodo dame na fuda je do wala the first village after basse e ka courant du ben. This is the problem. Meet the farmer store is part of the constitution, but never in the history of our nation have a president taken 30 days till it turns up purukata ni mole diamo bar Barrow be campaign la ite wolon ntenga wolon ne nsi sija nga nyososo. But the fire along Baro Mantara meet the farmer store, Baro political campaign there because ama hani pura kiliye wuli aita campaign yola. Sabe nyinke kan government to yalla 5 symbols of the national wuli. Ndele mfuka wala nyindi ko ta meet the farmer store for 10 days. Yena ye urang as a politician and let's duke it out. Because the last time I worked here, ama we no hani man kunda kono. So in the way that I can name mansa wala na bring coalition of a local. Eko puru incumbency power. Ebe nyina lanu. because ni be je man sakunda naflo be bulo naflo abe wole takam bi ako ko molle be naflo dikatela bindo ede be damin bi ni moma naflo men dila ni frère président yala ni way naflo dila be americano de
ay na palasol kan
ay palasol kan mo ne ma baro son hani nyetala bar lu mena kida président ti mon be fendi kala dron so na ya fam miracle ye aja menene ten bar bi aja mele equatorial new guinea na ba sawodo ni ite la baluoke for if to the stage of the presidency and you end it with exile. That should be a good education for us. What Barrow is doing right now, it is part of the constitution, but he is doing it in the wrong way and it is illegal.
Imo told me na kuofo. Barrow fintitan and I have the evidence. I fintitan but I'm trying us to go ahead so as I can say ila time me offer nkana not to lose out of it. Yes. Nga evidence sotola ako motol molle kaso. Andu ako patiol molle ka mol patiol makwe. So he's atafanan sa ala pati sotola. So if anam bata makwe kan so motol fana molle ya donata. Ite mina awkward.
Janni ye fura president ya. Ale ngin ngaro ko fo mo ne aso fenale ba. Mole ya jame fana so fenale. Munatin na BBB it's because I have something to say on behalf of my party to the Gambian people. Everything that we do it based on interest. When more member at Dikala, when we contract with the sort can be. When more member at Dikala, iba imantara Dikala on the nation, Murana Brio Diala, Ama Fueko, Janabi Morutan Sabadilana, Alta Gambia College Mala. Janabi Muru Dilantela, Alta Royal Victoria Hospital, Alta Odada. Basia Hospital High Note. No electricity, no water supply, Musobe Fala Tingo daily. Something very, very simple. Why would anybody say it be damn be? Most more Tansabataya deal 130 political party stadle. Eko Hakilo Kanyambo see. Well, Nanko, Karao is important. Because ni Karanta Kuninta Fahamuta. Ibal Nako Membina Bokrela. Barrow doesn't need 30 cars. Purka Diala Molla. Momodou son moto tansabala a jube ba ke naflo ni mota dame wonata le pour que sang wede sande sa ibe men ka bidaka be gambe on kolle sankan pour ye taraje ni tarataje ko ya jame a folo nyame anata dunda ko dindulom alinga bulaje ay naflota a ganyeta ay sembo suro ay sembo suro wadi men ako saay nga sembo suro nal mam bulan no mbal la pila na ni men das yara be fala ni men fenkena muso men ko dia tanye ni lafta la mbita kamala ni na soldier role be. That happened for 22 years in that country. It is a very bitter lesson, but it is true and it is part of our lesson. When you give absolute power to an individual, you're setting yourself up to be oppressed. And right now what we're doing is between the National Assembly, plus the few interest groups maybe Kododikala are the ones Mele Alonko. Yeah, certainly. They cannot do this suicide Dabo. You can never do this suicide Dabo, because he's educated, he's a lawyer, he's a man of conscience. You will never be able to corrupt that guy. You could say anything about him. He had every opportunity in that country, but up to this day, about a pipeline and in court. He lives the average Gambian life.
But say be kuntulaje yalo ne biring coalition on Barrow Sambana. Alan Atake, Honorable Dabo was the father. So Kujamal Falenta in the system. So but Palasol Nata Dile. Honorable Dabo UDP party Inata Jama recommend. And still members of parliament Jama winning Ketaje because of UDP kafo alkafuta nyoka nyameng alnimbarobe alia campaign yoke so alia winning ke so palasi jama dita UDP sa molbe min foka ning atol nata atole man sakunda soto koteke mol min fawbe do ko albe olu baylale alia palasol di UDP mol doron so Gambian atol ton tol consider
ndela femena yemmo yita molla bring coalition on ata bring ala Usenu Bije yemmo yita molla meli alon kabino ala do ko do ya bay wodi je moti je me alon ko asi lo aya fuko yente bayle because of alay usen dabo or because coalition yente bay actually mol kam fara coalition of kamale because ye mol men to je.
Okay.
Alay usen dabo has never been the president of the Gambia. He was a political father figure to Adama Barrow. Adu alalia lom membe keringe bari what I believe be nite dimuta ray nyamo saba sate okon atinyata e sunyaro anata ko polisol yamuda o albe family meeting la ko ha ngamba ma jela be sunyaro la wara mbama le ko nay fan ya fo e kam ite fen no la je ala usenu dabo man femfendinke to any Gambian Morisila Yafoko, there was rampant firing. That didn't happen. So, Moma Nyana Sila na Yafoko, Alliance and now Freddy, only UDP Freddy. Actually, UDP is one of the most tolerant parties. Yeah, Mole Plaso Sole. But in Delfana, we have information that Plaso, Dolfana, Baroba Dika to position himself because that's when it started. So, Yalong, Memofoka in a nutshell, Nin Sida Jam being Kumba, Fula, Karele, the Tonya Sotonola Okam. Because what happened behind closed doors, we're right now just assuming that we know what's happening, and there is a lot of political fight, and people are saying, Allah Hussein Lano, Allah Hussein Lano, Nathanu Ye Lamonu, Allah Hussein Lano, Nathanu Baroki Lamonu, Allah Hussein Lano, Tanata Baila Dokola.
Okay, so Congress Bina, most likely, Honorable Dabo Lebe Lola Nyato.
Yes.
Gambia Nolo, Ko. Pabi nyinji so warta andu kamansaya di mola mi yalon ko ajiso warta buke sabari wata banko ten kundila abe revenge la mo jamale kan bawa te batata mba kunkili ngol ate batala 22 years so pabi nyindum malon fa yalon ne in person bare mbelay no na mini yalon in person ajiso warta la ba
Ndanga Pabylon in person doing Mangala Hussein Long as an individual.
Okay.
But nga mitle before I joined the party, way even before I decided to join the party. Nga meet and I make my own observation. I don't love the Gambian calling me law to contaminate the monkey toilet mangfu. Before my decision to make, I went through a process. You see that I like Hussein crossing Ajube. Gambenol man ala Hussein Dabolom Bake, most of them. Momodou Diallo ko be sanji tannani anin dumala ya jama biye sanji muwanni lulu nga for example if you are 35 chances are by the age of 10 watole ya jaminata by the age of 15 watole ya jaminata if you're 45 so you will say that Momodou Diallo ko be 45 years and below ima ala Hussein Dabolo Imalon Konon that he was the human rights lawyer champion in that country. That he was the one that represented people that were oppressed and people that they felt like the government was fighting them. This guy was the one that fought against the PPP government by representing the Gambians. Molme ye accused coup d'etat wrongly. But Gambian only menjo for most of their life, for a good part of their life, they saw a leader who fought against dictatorship, who went through against one of the most brutal dictators. And when you do that, you have to be resilient, you have to be firm, and you have to fight. But in here, usenu da fon mid fon pura nyaye nya fon kono jube. It has to know. He's a very respectable person. Mol men alfa me banko kan. Wo alfa be man turi yeta mo kam me alonko na mol ni ko na alfa ki no le be alfa la Gambia ni mobe de bambula Usain Dabo ko natara ajiso wartale natara kele lalom nte I am part of the United Democratic Party, a lot of groups. The number one message Usain Dabo tells us is that Ali Sabari nga mol nat mo jama bi dictatorship ko e kan fa back saka nga bo dictatorship o kono nga jiko ke moto mome yalon ka manna ke kudi me yalon ko mi jikri no walla adum nyaadum ko manya na wasala ala Usain Dabo ne ta wasala tene ne ta wasala tene ne ta wasala Modo bete jube kan bi faraba banda binto o ki silon wa bantale a bele so sabi television olto bari luo lung isi kunu yeta do kudla luo lung ifele sirin bi dimaso
me funkola rek
e be funkulare bari ima wasa folo inende wasala because you always want something and when you get it you want to push for something else. And I was saying that has one message for the youths of the Gambia. Come get involved in the politics of your nation. Because if you don't, bad people are going to run your life. So I encourage people to really get to know. And I was saying Dabo is a family man. Your typical Gambian with 2 wives who still lives in his home. Who still to this day, he doesn't care. See, this guy has given his life to the country. He was a prominent lawyer who had everything, you can name it. He has family that can support him today. There's no offer on the table that he has not been given. But I Gambia Leje. And we will not get to appreciate Alhaji Ousainou Darboe until the day he's not here. We will not get to appreciate Halifa Sallah until the day he's not here. And we will not get to appreciate these leaders. Because near political crop ni gentle dindiman me minari. You can tell Sunday. Na kebali ma wol san no de.
Mbatunge nyini nkaoto. Mbatunge ijan suwat. Dole ka fala he ntede nin honorable Darboe jita ya di funding kel. Ntebe la party support la. Mun ete amra sign kebal. Inyanta step back la leba. Bawo be baluring ala me mela nyato. Ye funding kel tambindi. Ye makwai. Pour nsa leaders also to sama. Pabi nyindum. Ite amira 18, 19, 20. Abafala lahani iyam fata.
Ni UDP jube. Eka talibe su daño leje.
Okay.
Rohilo ñol. Pata piye won. Ndel. Lala Touré won. Dindi si tambi wala ba. Alhaji Ousainou Darboe ila korda kono jube. Ifama kebara nyawo nya. Ibuka fa imfa ida hasina.
Kordati yadin.
Kordati yadina. Kordati ya kanale ka an. Politiko man ke kudi me alon ko e keda hale doro yadi modola. Wala na Alhaji Ousainou Darboe ko alna al karanta al kuninta alna al yalo membe banko kan alna ali banko mol nyininka pour ya non al mujonneti al simune keno ali lo ali keloke janibe banko tala ba dilalla mode doko kela all this time just because ilafta dila dinona hanila alfa dolto ninko bebe bulu ne kuke asi kili on disare afoe. We need that leadership there. And right now Madame MB Alhaji Ousainou Darboe knows that country very well. He understands the politics of it. And I think he will be the best person to bridge us from this craziness that's happening into the future. Be near UDP Jube, funding Kyol the BJ, funding Musol the BJ, all over the place, hundreds of them. And we are one of the only political parties today that you will see a bunch of young people gravitating towards.
But okay. Malon for minister waka any difference make no le nabe do kuala bankokan.
Yes.
Okay. So nkonga minister coalition of minister de foreign affairs. Your vice president ya de la. Ndol Gambia no go fabi fanam be santo je jeni je man difference je do rayo jolon nan duku. What happened? No ntoluko ay palaso soto aman difference ntolma jay minke. Ite min fort.
Manu nga fo ya minke. Bring ya jame boteje ntel nata. We were not friends with the international world. The Jamabi, we have offended them somehow, somewhere. Alhaji Ousainou Darboe was the foreign minister. The entire time, every relationship may build because if a project, it was not on the table. Some of them were on the table for Yaya, but many of the things like when you say Bridjo Menjekanteng, and then you say Silo Menjekanteng. Alhaji Ousainou Darboe thought I negotiate because right after the dictatorship, we had a lot of people that wanted to help the Gambia. But we had to have the right people to be there. atele tam atamata ya fula tenin fenke saneol pour ka ñin silol fenke ñin OIC project ko pour ka ñin je from China. Barrow was in the Gambia when that happened. Atele ñin see, Gambian common understand is that Alain Hussein is a principal individual. You document there as a foreign minister, one of the biggest donor conference in the history of the nation or in the history of Africa was organized under his leadership as foreign minister. We got a lot of money, 1.4 billion. We had a lot of help. But we were not even able to capture all of that money out.
Nabe mit ne nata na nyenta folam tole wokodo ay wokodo min sign na wokodo wo 1.4 wo billion olni nto iko mandu namba ko
wo yalong fenko be nyamin banko doldo some of them is grants. It comes in different forms and it comes with condition.
Okay.
Ndesa fo ko no Binto B même si no sane pour ila studio e fenke but on basis that you will have to come on every Sunday. So before I will release 100,000 to you right now, but in Nimana every Sunday, and if you don't talk about human rights, and if you don't have viewership of a certain number, withdraw. Withdraw. So Gambia Fund, part of it is the human rights, part of it is the good governance, part of it is the anti-corruption. And part of it, Fund, nintenge te promise kodola. It is still a growing but the prunga kodonye natia. You have to come and ask me for the money. And that follow through wale mantaratata. Good governance is European oliaje, European fenko bodies maybe sitting, by jekanko, President Loring. Do you think they're going to support this person? The only reason they won't support na banko kan o batay na je batame anko about kendele abe region destabilized.
Okay.
So under Alaji Hussein Dabo's leadership, Gambians need to understand this, that most of those roads, including the ones in URR, it was negotiated under his leadership. But once Adama got into office, Molia Tulo Nyimi, he wanted the leadership handed to him. And Alaji Hussein was like, this is not how we do it. He would have waited until today.
Okay, mbe murundila wo conditional minister with that money. Malo for kodonying ajama duntana na faman dun number. But niko human rights. Ntolu we were going, human rights involves a lot. You know, human rights involve a lot. So Musuman kill. Musuman kill, they are part of that too. Muneka foy Musuman kill. They are part of that human rights. Ntolu wurta walale in ambassador EU anata na banko kana ako nali agreement minke and under his leadership, Dabo's leadership, iko Musuman kill, they have right too. So fenko fana deportation of fana it was part of that koto. So ñun mun tolla sulo leti ntolu kon na banko dina bankolem ntolu ko ada bankolem so nkom malla fi musuman kella je musuman kella al sembala but ndol Gambian o majority yemin fo wolente sija nte bo wala fola you know. So and in deportation nko Dabo from under his leadership ani interior minister honorable Maifati video dole fon be mbuluja baranga honorable Maifati nyini kala akalta dankata katene na man kayti sign min ko deportation bar ni wala angale kan fana lamoy ibe fem moy la jele so mbele fle yo kachado man dim bar mbele fle video ngo play pour mo jama ya moy bawo angale la mateme seyata
jani o video play yalla nyina na mol ko nyanta na media respect la de
okay
yalla ñun kumo ñun kelo be ci bandonu fote
okay
o documental men signed may ya sign on what terms
okay
we ñanta release la because ndebe men na bi he says si selo ñine keda ñine manke bari nga ku kilin non wala keda Wala ñindi ko more promise 1.4 billion dollars. And part of that money duntale banko kam. Kafuko ha is on condition of this. Ninte be fendile be. I will attach conditions so nga fo nyame part of it human rights ni. All I want you to do is to promise that you're going to give me some money. Then it is up to me to get that money from you. Or if not. I have to dance around those conditions. Because be momone hakilo bela. Ni denano je me alon ka be fakan leptano man tarbetiare. Ni tente promise $100 la ko nyako bari fo si do di prostitution la. Ndega na yang ko ha ngalon ko nyim fole bari ni denano jube jamba. Ni dinul jube ila karamu be nyame. Bari ni nyil karanta. Ni nyil ye jara kende asulo. Ni wulta ye fanna fa. Woto batami mbete kam bi ndatinete yakuteke. See, part of the responsibility of a leadership is not just to go and beg stuff. It's to be able to know how to get the best out of what you were promised and get it to the people. Ndalbe jiri e fwa do la wat men me aja me kele kan. Kodote Gambia ko bulu. Bar nga fere kele me alon ko modo bije wallahi ning ala tema. Less than €10 I will keep in Germany for jang dara kama wat men ngamen so man $4 so see. But it was one of the most appreciated gifts. We were able to go to the poor Gambians and raise millions of dollars. We didn't force them, but we had to talk to them and sell an idea to them. The European Union gave us 1.4, the world gave us 1.4. It is then left to us, Gambians, to plan accordingly and be able to go get that money to bring it back. But if you look at Kafuko Karile sign, you are a journalist. If we lived under Alaji Hussein Dabo as president of the Gambia, under a UDP government, I would fight to help you get those documents. Why is our government not pulling those documents out? Let them pull
transparency is very important.
Transparency is very important. But they're not doing that because they don't want the truth to be told. And this is what we're fighting. This is part of the fight. We're saying that under a United Democratic Party leadership, you will see transparency, you will see good governance, and you will see a better relationship between us, a better and more respectable relationship between us and the rest of the world. Because just because we are poor doesn't mean you're going to come and give us or tell us what to do. We will work with you with dignity and for you to understand that we have potential Gambians that can be trusted, that have no business in taking the funds, but to better the Gambian people. This is what we are fighting for. This is what the United Democratic Party is for. This is why I am in the United Democratic Party. And if we are honored to get the blessing of the country, Talib Pensura Menke KMC, Ibo Jalala across the country.
Yes.
Ode danyo be menna base, Abe boholo dilan mola nakolto, Ibo Jalala across the country. Because one of the things that we have to do is look at the people that we elected, these chairmen. Rohilo Jibe in Banjul, with everything that else they did to her. She is a successful lady, you can tell. She is a mentor to a lot of people. She's doing well, as challenged as she is. Although the government is hostile to her, the government is hostile to our chairmen, but they're still functioning. Today, KMC is being transformed into a modern day city. And you haven't even given that person leadership yet.
I'm not going to be fair on this part. I have to give a shout out to my daddy. Kemo. Kemo is a young man. He's working under him.
Yes.
I mean, he was just talking about how this young man is bringing ideas on the table. So I'm going to give a shout out to Mfatoma. I give you a shout out. Thank you, Kemo.
Binto.
Kemo Boja.
Binto. Kemo is one of thousands of youths that are within the United Democratic Party. He's a unique one because he's out there. But Kemo Clinton, the United Democratic Party, Ajama Balebije, decent, educated, that love their country.
Thank you. I'm not gonna. I was so happy. I was watching. I was like, okay. But mbe murundila, I don't have time for the video right now. Maybe later on mbo share la somewhere on my Facebook page. Malafika kanye opportunity lose right now. UDP. Muna mandinka patila.
UDP manke mandinka patiti. Yalong sadada la jamano I'm for Gambian Kole, ko PDIS mu socialist fen kolti na ali ikije hana lamso alni mol batarala. Yalong political lo. Donald Trump jube moli atinya nyameng. Politician ka woleke. Ya jame ku kilinke UDP la. I painted as disgruntled people in order for him to stay into power because jama bije Manding call for a lotale barada just equally like everybody else. But the United Democratic Party Jube, a follow what men. Like Usain Dabo was the leader. The second in command was Yaya Jallo, who was my uncle, Base Fulolo. Be the second in command, Suramu Solom in Ajiyam Seka. Ne Jube roke talibu, fok talibu manin koltiba. Rohilo manin koltiba. Yalong nyimbe mu diamoliti men gena important wala nyindi ko fo man ninka patilo fo jola patilo ya jambe nabuka mol fanu nama mol batandino Gambian kol bambuta ko wala de although he was from a minority tribe many of us supported him in the beginning but towards the end when the brutality increased then we rose up against him. United Democratic Party is not a Mandinka party. If you look at it, Oludiba Wadawol, all across the board, I don't think we should even have the conversation. We paint it as a Mandinka party. Ndemu Mandinkolti, mfama Mandinkolti, mbama mugini float. When the community, I am half and half. War is not important towards what we're trying to attain. We're from one of the poorest countries in the world. Even clean drinking water, we cannot have it. For us as progressive people to spend any minute trying to dictate, say, Mandinka party, Surwa party, Fula party, men fanne filindikam because Batamang siolo, Krubally man siolo, Konko man siolo, BBB, Hanatara Sarahulon Jolalo, or anybody. I want a good leadership. And that is the most important thing. And that is what you're going to see under Usain Dabo, who is somebody me alonko ala career beto. I only represent across the board. And in Femi Peters will kill that. And in Mojamale killed me alonko from the different tribes. Well, don't wuli afoko he's a tribalist or we're a tribal party. But in Monleka of the Royal political be wanyale. Fonsi nyotinyale prove to get an edge sometimes. And what we're saying is until men until men be along we care so much about that country. Let's make it an issue-based debate instead of a tribal-based debate, because in tribal-based debate can sifal ka filile. Karamba Ture will sifal ka filile. Yunus Haidar will sifal ka filile. Because we are from different parts of the tribe. Ndela muso mufula musolde. Mbama mufulot. Nimfulo ni mani ko be kella min debita kella min dole. But BBB ni ndekra mo kendoti be fulon ni man ko ni manjagol ni jola bele na fala, and that is what is the most important, because sadada walkin wala na sadada kamol tinu tolerance ba. And in order for us to be able to deal with tolerance, let's put the tribe issue out. It's not important. What is important is education. If you educate a manjago or a jola, they're going to become a very good, decent citizen. But if you don't educate a mandinka, they're going to be ignorant, and they will not be able to know how to lead or provide or be a good citizen.
So ante fanambe kurin kafalaje. Niko jamale si jamal man ntol dolu aka hanim buluko na bulu line ol fangoje si jamale bijang. So hanim tolu mantaje because tare kolon sa explain nga pataje la sa ko kasuma, so hanin danta portion odoron tonko. Hanin danta portion odoron. So mbe men fola Gambia no le.
Yeah.
Pati kilinta masakundalo nilano. So pati kilinta masakundalo ndilo no. Barana kumo be dana walto. Mbatu ngamuru nambatu ngenyi ninka.
Okay.
Honorable Dabo.
Yeah.
Akaranta. Birim follow to karang for be karangoto. Bare. Muna londi kilin ne tutaje. Muna yo karanda ba. Wala mansalingo. Baro speaking in tongues. Abola kala campaign wala. Ninko speaking in tongues. Mansaling. Kora albe honorable o parente ka o mansaling.
Yalong pankunyatun kayamon ketulunguti.
Okay.
Nitenata Jambi, you don't sit and tell us who Binto is. What you're telling us is that you want to create a platform, me along Kumolsinano, we talk about national issues. Men get a barola life in the past. Gambians don't care about that.
Okay.
We care about healthcare. We care about education. We care about good roads so that the accidents can stop. We want a better electric grid. And we want to make sure there's clean running water for the people. Really important. Itala tariko momenti. Ni momo ninko ibela tariko folabi.
Ntenyomoela.
So ni ite tara be as a leader me alon kumolbe la moekela. Because you never done be in your own little circle. A lot of young girls are looking up to you. What you say is very important. What you do is very important. What Barrow says, how he acts is very important. That is why when Yajama look the other way, Molbe Molfakang, Paro Kafuda. Barrow is looking the other way in corruption of a siad. Wala nanata at come off Soduna Memfola. Naman Kiko Allah Dalal City, Menyobro Kela, Molbe Yam Konne, Molen Ketene, Imam Femfendinke.
Yoruba ko Marseto Yoruba ko niko kuno ha ateta.
Haninte mo Krubally me alon ko mankuni mamfe long. If you give me a little responsibility, I will be able to follow through. You have a great opportunity today to listen to the Gambian people. Problem ni tara kanata yeta manka kunda ibe atayo dadale ibe ni so fale ta base loptano to yemuso jube membelarin tingoto yedena no jibe membelarin laranto yaji ko jiyoti je yalon ko courant je barnita muruna manka kunda wulo kono courant bi je jiyo bi je. Well, it's not only bad leadership, Kafiyalo. Because Kuriyalo, Nimole Kurota ya dila ibe joka, ibe domorindika, ibe fete fala, isanso sana, moto sana, kobe dilela. Itanyanda menkela, the little league you can do, the least you could do, is to develop the people. Give them their money. Create programs. That's why we're educated. That's why you came to America. To go to school, take care of your family, but have decided to take an extra step of becoming a host that will encourage dialogue, discussion towards national development. This is the essence of us being a good citizen. It's not to tell us, terol bente bulle, terol ben bulle. Ni defa ufra de JB, mol binale be lafla million le dile. Nima hakilo yusibe nene la yaja menene tene e bota sado da koto wati mera mbakala Mobutu saw the same thing. Idi Amin said he was the conqueror of the British Empire. The British Empire is still existing. Where's Idi Amin? See, we have to understand that part of hakilo.
So do you think NATO la leader will winter mota disifla no wanya? Are you going to take that guarantee for us?
I will take that guarantee of the person that I know and the person that I have been talking to all along. He has every opportunity to do it, just like Khalifa Saleh. All he had to do when Barrow was there was to say, yes, Barrow, you're going to be the flag bearer. And he would have gotten everything that he wanted. But he's a principled man. He told him, listen, I cannot sit here and negotiate with you about the leadership of that party. We have to go to Congress. If Barrow was smart, he would not even have talked about the leadership. He would have worked and kept the relationship with the United Democratic Party and go to the Congress this coming weekend and say, folks, I want to be a leader.
Okay,
UDP. Yeah.
UDP, Gambian ol jama agree to kwalla kolma easy. Mo kolom balba mo kolangol bal konole. Andunta te sila jang ngao suka code. Mo kolangol bal konole, especially in 2016 politician or minifintitanam from nowhere. Nendiro mo kajafo UDP. Mbe la file diam wo portion out. Ni o mado ni nyun question on nka mo bele ka come for UDP. What is the anger about? UDP have to come. Ye molu nene. Ye molu sambanam patito. Ni be politikola. Grupo mimbe bulu. You already counted for those. That's not enough. You have to come flexing up. Ye nana ini moli ya domandoma. Honorable Dabo Mawaford Nindonton, UDP surrounding him. Mina la cool color.
Yalon be it about a farabama family for it. Ila family fonkono. Mon bi jele mele alon ko ila kona sono ya ba.
Wallahi. Pata.
Obama winter what menna. First winning. Republican code, they're going to fight him until they vote him out for the next 5 years.
Right.
Britara Arizona, ye moldol tara, ye kidol letare ibulu. What I am getting at is the United Democratic Party is a very big party. Even in the menjekang on social media, what a more members songa kai be kelekan. But if one time the United Democratic Party.
Yes.
Fokemo bojan tije.
Yes.
Potali pensuna tije la ko. Karamba ture bije. Mo jama bije mele alonko e manke fidina multi mele alonko. They're focused, just like our leader. So what I am getting at is you're a diverse party, and what you have to take a look at on the party is when the organs of the party speaks. When Usain Dabo speaks, when Almamital speaks, when Bensouda speaks, you hear nothing but peace, tolerance, and a respectable and professional discussion. The women on social media be, well, I imagine te inate jang. Ela soto jani be so star like ko momo ni kana nendro ki jang. Because if somebody ne ko modol bije, e hakilo ma wo waroke. Some come me caring is personal between people, supporters. And they can go at it. It's great. But at the core of the party and the belief of the party is tolerance. For the grassroots Gambian, for our women in the narcos, na keba membe sirim bantabal to jara kende atela. Musol me alonko be fakan tinula oni na purka han dungulo me alonko be sakino America in 5 minutes, unless if you have complication. At na molbur bari ninna ministal, and na president ni wol ko aha. Ibita Europe le or a doctor on number 1 le binesinda. Alay Usain Dabo dingul be karanda Gambia. He had every single opportunity. Baro dingu haynoti. Ya jamme dingu ya bonde. Sadoda dingul be karanda primary school, they went into public school. See, look at your leaders and see the lifestyle that they live consistency. May mol mone aron baro la kuala mo jama le ma lonno. And he became deceiving. And this is why a lot of people are betrayed today. Because hani kutenu, ndengak kelo menke. Ikomodo biye hani namandia abunya domande. We want a leader that is going to lead our nation peacefully, who is not going to be out there abala tarikol fola, abe mol garu walela, aba fola mole ko terol bente bulle mele moto dilantela ibe million le dilana ibe tisado dilana. Ni ala sonda mbay la ko semmo bente la o semmo nte lenga dila 4 years ago. Gambian ko nyanda bala fali fa yele de. Binto nteni te ala entel de mala dente be America ja. Ni tara Gambia ike nuku ne fa kadi buka mo be sonno. Lolu ila mel boxo kono message le bina ko fon mi le be dulabe. Par million le be dunkan na banko kam. Ngaje moto le to moto fana ni ba borla i jama ba be accident no so de kan siloka. this is the important stuff. UDP is a very peaceful party, and you will see that in Allied it's not projected. But what we have seen in this guy for the last 24 years is somebody who stood firm against the dictatorship, despite his old age, despite the fact, he lost everything that he has. There's no insult, no attack, but he stood firm. I want a leader like that, who is not going to leave me in the middle of the game, somebody who will not betray me, just like Barrow betrayed the UDP because of his own selfishness. Hussein stood with you and I.
But what happened to Barrow is our Barrow? UDP.
Yes.
UDP. Yes. Barrow is our Barrow.
Yes.
Honorable Dabo Yafo, yes. UDP. Even other parties did not support. Wamukuma Kotolet when he was in government. Matunga clarify. Amafo Kununde. That was a while ago. Birabe government. UDP. Barrow is our Barrow. Mr. Krubally, what happened?
Life is like that. I'm sure you have friends that you've lost. Friends that you thought you had their back. It's the same thing here. Barrow was our Barrow because we had hope in him. Because we felt like this is a guy that we fought with. This is a guy who understood what the Gambian people went through for 22 years under a dictatorship. A guy that we all put our hopes in. A guy that Khalifa Saleh compromised to let him lead. A guy that everybody else that's there, 9 political parties, sacrificed, went around the country and gave their word. A guy that you and I and Pata and everybody gave their word to the Gambian people. Because America Banco Medam B, they still don't have it right. But each time they have it wrong, just like they had it with Donald Trump, they vote him out.
Yes.
And what happened at Jan Sai, imagine bring Donald Trump based on the fact that he didn't handle COVID-19 well. He doesn't respect women. He doesn't respect minorities. Joe Biden is making sure that it's addressed, and that is why Joe Biden has a female vice president. That is why
not just a female, but a colored woman.
Ala COVID-19 Timodo, there's a lady from Sierra Leone in there. So he, as a leader, understood what the people wanted, and he's addressing it. So Barrow was our Barrow then. But since then, Barrow has disappointed a majority of the Gambians. And up to this day, that is why he's going on a 30-day tour, embezzling. This is the first president who asked for his budget to be $663 million. The OBJB, $10 for founder blue private subos element. Komanke bad leadership today. Caprial Fanamu.
Okay, Kodoke. Watumbe, we're gonna go to another topic on the air. Eko soto kodindine soto on the side. So Minister of Tourism. So tourism la sector. Tourism. Na luntangol la bunda. Yes. Tourism. Yeah, manika kam. Okay, butuo. Nin karonika kamala, I'm good to go. But anyway, you could drive alus mako je domandin tole. Ye ba do kulal mako je ba. Restaurant do kulal ye dol mako je. But eko na mol min fanambe bunda dot. Eko e ka fo ele chagol. Ba falo nyama. Puras akumo se senea. Iko wala fanal lotale ko ntol fanam benna bundar fanan na business bundato nsola ta fendinna bawo covid fana ntol fanam batandel bari sai Gambia no ko hani manya na dilel barete nyimmanka UDP dia mutide ite fam Mr. Krubally ite mina mira ko
yalong Puruka Kurota Kadi Mola, Wanke government found a doko, the Namanke, he left the economy la boostla, where Kawaji America Jande. Yalon, just because America a stimulus package, okay, doesn't mean we also have to do a stimulus package that we don't have the head or toe and it's based on political lines. Janibe o kurota aloni badi la media. Yalon hotel janyaje hotel ka for a 5-star, 4-star, 3-star. Because government you make standards like in the beginning how you have people comply. Ninta left a 5-star B. Government, in order for government to set that up, you have to also create a benefit for them. Kafo ko ni fura jang mbenyine kele. So puru ye kurota wala na ko it was a slippery slope. Ye kurota ya di media la kurota ya di journalist la chagol fana nak. Bare na muso men beloptano to wol ko jio. Dindul me alon ko be conquering B. Nyina da wala. So barobe men na thing abe diro men di ka ni molbela. It goes to show you the bad leadership that we have. Because media
kodo kembat ima asset chagol nyanta kodo stola la bang minari
chagol la kodo soria jang ikamenke jam fonte la America jang chagol melbi jam mostly near they have them checked for diseases and stuff like that. You create programs to get people out of that. You don't give them money to help them survive. You create programs. Muna na wolbe chagayala because imang we dole sorebe balwo kela mena. Wala neta chagayakuno. So whether kero dila wala nyanta dila wala manyana dila wala then women for wala create programs for people, citizens, so that they will not get into theft, prostitution, and taking the roads on the back way. That is the essence. Amanke ko Krubally ko nyanda dila la imam babali ko manyana dila la fe woman important. Me important da wala nyandi ko manza kuna nyanda mune kilano. It is a failed government. Wala tinna natarno ye program kendol create non dindu me alon ko am dena noti. Ndebu ka lef le chaga ko fala because de musol be mulle. And I work in a hotel. I have seen the worst and the best of prostitution. But the only way you can stop that is to create programs. Start with education, healthcare. Dindu me wulu da yasamba primary 1. Wait for grade 6, I drop out. Wala balu nyabe kolayala de.
Abe kolayala.
But in here maintaining grade 6, at other 7.5 gita. A Karanta, at other UTG. Another university of, let's say, USC here. Udela la komo to the Africa abala balu kala wanyale.
That's right.
Oba kunsidla le koite. I think create like it in platform and create londole nyindila. But molle dema o molme dema manadre ka kuro dila. Ye busale ye wulindi sa la wato o momoni ya jamala wato ye krandi. Wala na hammo be fenkere wala na hanibi maje you are more into conversation and development rather than laying on your back. This is why your husband respects you, and this is why people respect you. This is why, as beautiful as you look right now, you're still wondering how are you projecting your image out there because of education. So let's work on funding these programs than trying to debate if we should give money to a prostitute or not.
Or not. Yeah, na portion of memfology is so unfortunate. Nga molu soto mini be loring ifane ye business si fal soto among aninna ado manta ani tubabo li they don't encourage that na dino manta.
No.
It's so miss ntanga amira ni be ntala miro lo watide hani iko ibe ñu fendi la ñu nulale ntanga amire manyen na to safela bala ka foko well chagolu ko o ye fendi la mi yalon ko abe bondi la woto wala ye min foten comme education nge karandi nga business ko dinde dolti temuruna no karanto but it's a business in din dolu fenk it's a business dolu fenkano
Binto nin debe nun jebi ikanyi media household menje ibeka luaso le jo. The luaso is very expensive. The technology is very expensive. Why couldn't you go somewhere and give them loans and have them build a studio for themselves? Therefore, we're going to give you 320,000, or we're going to give you a loan of $1 million. Ninga Wadila, we want you to build a studio, and we want you to hire at least 10 people. On that, Fenko, for the first 5 years, it will be interest-free, because we're going to help you advertise, we're going to help you train your people, and we're going to help you hire them. Be neither a Gambia be. Kuliobe dawda manyota dawda cameraman be lorinje.
Yes.
They are all individually running stuff out of their homes. Many of them are not hiring or paying the right taxes. You could create a complex of 50 offices, make it a requirement for them to come into the office, set up a business that is going to survive, that you can give them loans so that they can build media empires, to hire Gambians, build accounting firms to help them.
But
Kotoke,
with all that I have a question.
Okay.
Who even saw a list? Kafoko. Ninchagol Binto le bijang, Fatu le bijang, Fenka le bijang. It's a list. You call Nyanta you compensate. Nte wo is I don't even believe there is a list out there. You can Nyanta sonna purke tol sa for listot. I stand to be rectified. There's no chago out there that's gonna get that money. Somebody gonna put that money in their own pocket.
In their pocket. That's all it is. I bet you that if you try to check, there is no sense, rhyme, rhythm to it. Based on this, there is no system. See, we have to build a system. No, for you register Taliban. How can you pay somebody who is not registered? For if you work at Senegambia, be suited if you chagol you be $10,000.
It be 10,000 or dealer, yes, stealing suit killing, talo medoka.
So memem for one of you go moment in Bafla Chagola list of Ebola, Marilla Musoyan Tanyin Galade. You list of Sudan.
Mbelaino yelala asekeno mo fana e call kana afuka listo jel ali mako listo to Facebook community Binto Bantaba community ngala appreciate le for coming in again. Today is another Sunday. We are blessed to be here. There are so many things we should be grateful about. I know we wake up some days where oh no, you said oh no, it's not working good for me today. But just waking up. That's why I'm just an excited person. I smile too much. Because nka ala tend to ku dole mini alonko, we take them for granted. Puru bi ka wuli doro. Nga diamuno ma fondulala kandem. I'm here. So nga ala tend to, nga mansata la tend to. Mbenna bungol kono kolayal mankiling mira do bela so to man na brother sola tol min betama dula sister sol albal kelbul. Let's make good out of a little thing. Kol dol kolayata bara man satalla be santa ben jibeka na ko kuleka aya like because he know you can handle it more better. So I'm so grateful al muruntana Albala internet all use cancer, especially Gambia. Nga alatentu nga altentu. Alnat. Once again. Today another Sunday. Ninna brother le bijam. Momodou MB Krubally. Ni wala bijam bi. UDP. Nabe kacha kendol. Laftanal ben na Facebook. Alien like. Alien follow. Nga ka hormone mbunyati. Ntolbe londi nyinu banko laka. Olam nyim platform we are grassroots. Alkana nalka kacha. nso question or do nyinin kajang, it will inconvenient you. It's okay. But fonga nyinin kai sene. I'm echoing for somehow. What's going on? So ali like, ali follow, nalbe YouTube, ali like, ali subscribe. Mbina line oli yelela. Mbina line oli yelela. Alimbala nganinjibe. What's going on? It's just echo. Mbina line oli yelela. The number will be +1 678 390 0539. +1 678 390 0539. Nali na screen or duma fananjibe, you will see the number. You will see albe number ninjala. So mbina line oli yelela. Already more started of Kaduna. I love y'all. I love y'all. So mbina connection okela. Koto ke la side leka echo domande. Ela side lebe echo ka.
Me want to check on the very Franco. Let me see.
Ha, nisa log back in no nga jibe. Nko pata ben jibe kana mbatela kela na guinea pig the example lot. Okay.
Is it better now?
Hold on. Yes. Yes, it's better. Paula, hold on. So, Ali kachanying, alisen follow. Mbe kachanying kela. Mbe la fila la ali calling ka ali participate. Ali participate. UDP in the house. Yes, UDP in the house. Kachawe beteari lafta ali call kenang. Alkana ke jusuti. Nga beka hormone mbunyati nga na geso na kacha wala nsija alama mabela dimasi jamala manyinala. We love y'all. Okay. Kodoge.
Yes.
Okay, we have a caller on the phone.
Okay.
So I'm gonna technician all dinkana walad. My equipment will not accept this feature. But we're going to manage.
Can I say something?
Yes.
So, left them in for a Molière. Gambia is a population of over 2 million people. Mede d'accord nola. But a dictatorship lekono. A lot of people are angry. Na political be a country in the back. Modol binale jaibe nyinin karo kera be lafila pour jusoli get the best out of them. Bari nsi menkino wolom nyindi ko nganyu nyinin ka hormo kono. Because this is jang over an hour ngana ideology le fo. Ngame mira ngakol di nyame. Nimbe nara niende nyinin ka jam fenna. Nsi faransi fen karano e mari bolal. Bari nimbe nara ja yenen diro ke sai. Ite bindo be hangop la mari kan habitale.
Oh yeah, I will do that.
Banendi te keri mamenke ya jamela. Banendi te keri mamenke Usenu Dabula. Banendi te keri mamenke Aram Barola. Bari aka menke tora ka harma digule doyandi. So I'm challenging your people because you may question also. I don't know it all, but I'll give you the best answer. If you accept it, great. If you don't accept it, you will get another opportunity to ask the same answer to your guest next week.
Yes.
So let's keep it respectful and let's go into the question. I'm here today. I'm yours.
Yes. Kamera nyim fenkandi ifankandomande. You are a little bit low because left and nages only you cannot call in and jatol them. I'm so proud of my viewers. I'm telling you. I'm really proud of I'm proud of them. They can try to be respectful as much as they can. So, all right. So, first caller, hello?
Hello, Binto.
Ila koma background or noisy tal demanding. Jamala bije. Todi madu.
Ndala Usman Kisam.
Mr. Krubally, can you hear him?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Everybody hear him? My connection, just make sure it's right. Okay, Kasama.
Yeah.
Okay, Kasama, you rolling. Ite dunna.
Yeah, alla program of the Arab interest, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, ko daga nya ko kuma ala kuma be la ko be interest be ke ko you know.
Okay.
Ya lam dunya party mo sangaron bije mo sunaron bije. Family ani mo melan ko la family ikamo sunaron so je ikamo sangaron so je. Party ta kan be party me ba fla be mo sunaron do party ta ke melan ba fla be mo sunaron fo sa mo kolon so je mo sunaron so je. Dunia bul ko no ñodan ñamen adam dum fana ñodan ñama.
Okay.
Ñing ko be kay mota kay no akilo la yino. Kafo ani kafo ko kada ba pati nyar wala nder ba pati du pati so support la ansa pati yi mala pati yi ni ba ile ba pati yi ni alin kada mo so nyado nyare bo pati yi ba support la. Ya nto so non so la fano program mo no ñi ko roke konton baga na sis nyal be kon.
Okay, thank you brother. Ila kachabe theater. Thank you. Next caller. Hello.
Hello, sister.
Assalamu alaikum. Todi mado.
Dalam buba sise no.
Sise.
Ularo be nyadi je.
Sise mbijam. Ntolbe tilbulo le kono follow. Aka ibirimintinna.
Nka mfakante sudo le kono but alhamdulillah. Nka kachabe diarim bake no.
Okay.
Nka mbal konton na bake. Nka UDP no. We are supporting UDP. Nka supporting to nyale kang you know. Because ndoliaje party lam UDP the me alonko it will let central bondi nombe toro men kon we are youths and we have a promisal sort of you know government kenyanta menu dealan but they are not supporting us.
Okay.
How many Gambians they are outside in Gambia the searing Gambia bandala the toro kono because of you know banko ala label or wala mantara tama nyam. So sula ta menna ma soto fandinkiwol mamuta dula soto biringa kewol la famusol la mallo dula soto we are discouraged fandinkiwol discouraged the government la how many youths they are in Germany now they are trying to take them back to Gambia you know be lafta case in the Gambia no wol state wol be mumuta dula la soto la fandinkiwol kilimbe siri wol mallo dula soto no Koninke tambulu bina many alone they are coming with their police dress. Ela wulula lo nin kumbo be tiri be dingol mira la no fon dingol be kala nyaadi. Man sakunda man lodu la soto puruka diamu foninke ole ka fo ko nyina be kering. Ka moy government ya sign le e koy ma sign. We don't man kuma keso soto no government la karola. So person is not coming out telling us you know nyina be kering along. Ya jere. So Gambia funding kewolum batata la so ngaje ko lawyer Usain Dabo we think fabi atela moti me alonga santol bondi no that to men kono because ngaje ko amanke mo greedy rinte mole mati me alonga e Gambia kan la Gambia la nyaato tanda a jele because ke bala mo ning atra aje ko atela na faala mo abe sila la re Usain ya la balwo soto adingol wolte la londo soto la batin tolo ala tan tolal bondi la we try and see Dabo we dai no pakeno la nyala fata keno la but nimma tindin talon na paba keno la
fata kilano ha thank you
Binto.
tek la nga jibe
kurubali be jinkana thank you brother thank you
afo buba ko ala diamo ni ya
bal fanan konton na bage
ala diamo mambete afo I'm unclear
non ko afay ko mba konton na
okay buba kurubali be jinkana ya
okay baraka
all right thank you we are sorry about that but alama man satellite ya sone andi alubuluje okay
need to fem for you before the next caller
okay kurubali come on
yeah so left them for buba wolom nyindi ko you'd sol be ibe jahal limbake ila future be dame but they have a choice coming in 2021 hold on ni falling roke be message kendama le kila na leaders nyoli wolom nyindi ko nimme man nata ni man do ko be bondla What about Kendland? The next leaders will be nabi doko kela because ninga baro bula je sign. Me même foka wolam nyindi ko sinal no ye kuriya ke kana doko ke sunyaro ke ta yemol sang ye bula je kote. That will be the message we will be sending if we keep Barrow. That means that we are condoning corruption, we're condoning incompetency, we're condoning wastage, and we're condoning one of the most important things, a betrayal to the Gambian people. Because we never elected Barrow to have friends that are millionaires. We elected him to represent the poor people of the Gambia. So the youths, the biggest population in the nation, can get up because ni maltele la kelodi tel kebata sila ni mu yutso la kelodi. So afu kubai ko I more encourage you la voters card ni make sure come 2021 December 4th let them vote Arrow Barrow out and vote in the United Democratic Party.
Okay, thank you, Buba. Ngakola do soto, Mr. Toure, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here. Binto,
Okay.
Mbe Tentula, Mbe Jaila, Mbe MB Krubally, Fanan Tentula, Mba Jaila, Ntelon Bob Toure, the chair of the finished chapter.
You are welcome.
Kataning akumayata bake. To nyalo mo kuma jamal bi jele minalo ko kay fon ya fo nyamen correctional nyanda nyini kala la andi nyanda jabi dal sana. Surtout especially me alon is a wide insinuation lamati mo jamala me alon ke manta UDP kono ka foko UDP mo parti le me alon ko mol kanendro le kaji misalen fe yo ni na jibe kono mom moy Momodou Krubally jibe ite be o mari mutalal ko mu nendir lalti ba yente Bob Touré jibe ya jibe ko fonte dum be kala nendir lalti bang an ye Ousainou Dabo fana momo be sutare Ousainou Dabo la yol be jibe pipi UDP mo parti la de ko parti lomo lota hormone buñale kamma andon ay Gambia jaman si bonte sito ndol min be kadi amuteng imaje te ko karoni ndol mamal mu karoni kollete mama mu ja muso min te ba ma wudo mu jasi lete soriyan mu karoni lete yamo say ibe jamale bon lano jamano bimbe jamano men kono Gambia so nte be min fala mole ko alina parti nyin si fatam fansa kumol bondi nyokono na Gambia kono na Gambia je nte Binto ane morkaru wala ntol bebe de Wesley ndola molu te kolya lo no ba mba katala na dila bare minimum mol so to jantu wolbe batala le bare Binto ibe do ko kende balla.
Thank you.
Inshallah amen alama musu jama fanam bolela be kasi ka mollon sindina men ya lon ke londol so ko Momodou Krubally wol sibalo enen dunia kacha enen Gambe kacha mbe tendu lan kontanda bake ale alo mbe tendu lan be jayla Krubally be molde kona fo nyamin ni na sida ni if you want to know the genesis of the struggle Momodou Krubally nyinenka so he's a invaluable asset lomat ale alo I have tremendous respect for this gentleman mbe tendu lan be jayla ne lamon nyamo molmi bebe la moyro baraka bake
Hold on, Toure. Yalong, iko ninjalo, iko jalolu ko, ni mole dajo tuf, ikilinka, ibe sinanda.
Ikasinan, walam to nyati.
Bare sai, ni mol agrita ko, UDP, mol le bije mini kanendiroke. Ika kumala kolongolf. Nyanta wakachala. Atol mini mo hakilimati. Atol mini yalonko. Atol man si fatam fanso soto nyim patito. Ali nyanta lolale. Ali yakal tesiti rangote. Nying kumol. Mini kake. Ali kachande. Politiko mandia. Atamu kule timi yalonko. Ni moe kufo ila leader fongola. Ni kuya ning kija faro ning kamfa minke mota. Bare ni janni dabi na diamola. What you say is more important. And ika min fasa. Ika for min na ko kama. Inyanta kumala fola mi alonko atabatandila. Honorable Dabo ala baluo ke Gambia. And una foro al kamwela all the time. Nga Krubally soto. Andi fele imun sedoti. Molu mini fanan kam follow imun sedoti. Pabi nyi yakata. Ni ite ya lonko ite dunta na mpatile to sai. Ite mahani register. Ite nena man participate. Ite ko ibe pati fasa le kata ya lo eka molu ne. Woman ku kende samba na mpatie anda ate kebanyi represent la well. So wala mna kumoto. Malon for offense.
Yes, I mean yalo nendro fo manke daji ka kendeti. You know, more, you don't tell me about the adult economy. You understand it? No matter what. Wabdu manyana mo falenda purka fa lo le fon alifa ne. Usen da ben ndro men soto. Ntama mi ko politician yo wo soto nyen Gambia fon kon. Pani na raji de fon. Usen da po fane bata men fananke. Jama fane politician jama do bata sipa ke Gambia kono. Me alonko iko kata min face. Ifure bang fo ikendo wala be bon ladje because kata men ni ka min kata solo sanden. Be mol kana ko le vilify. Hey, ndolbe we are very active on social media. But na mol yelmen ko be other party in 10 minutes long. Mina na ko ka be ban ndrol all every day han ushin total e ka nande. And I can even name you few parties, especially PDOIS. Doila militants, so they are out to insult our leadership. You understand? I'm not going to UDP. UDP ni momi kan droga je ko okay ifon kumole. But to be realistic enough, can it enough pour ka fako nde contain ni moto associate me naga akan alifa nangoleke or akanyadon kan nangoleke. I will not do that. Yes, I'm a very responsible person. I have my kids. I am, you know, not grown up doing the sort of. I want to be responsible as you Binto. Ha, and I will not condone it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So mantan in the roka chala anymore because malaf kanna kachabe ken in the roti sulo min be Gambia right now. Yeah, obe su follow fan kan ndika bar Krubally Toure. Yeah, Toure is on the afele jam malon fo kuma sotole. Okay, thank you Toure.
Be Toure kontona. Abe doku kendo mena bob mu mo ken balati and he's the leader in his community.
Okay.
But
hold on, caller.
Bobby Mena Abedami Giamantara political drone UDP. Because he's the leader of a community. Well, community in Walla can the monetary new Kalama, Nabe Diaring and Nabe Kuyari. So, Dolton na political Kamunda can you group form political lay. But in form can a Pruka new cementi and the Cado Alakanaki. Nimodo Batakono, Nina Mantaranyo Kalama Tade Manola. Adu nimma nyi grupo leke nga dani nyola nga doko ke nyola woro nte bono la bedame ja individual nga ta Gambia do nga doko kije. So moment ya lonko, you're not a part of a group. I encourage you to join a group, whether it's a political group or a community bedame. So Bob today fana la nyaton kayala alma barko dunne ila kafoto ana be doko kendo men namba motivate la bi mota la doko jela bari sini inshallah mo bala doko jela je because na baraje for years, Ibafula Bob Turena no Nyinti Jam. That is just like everybody else. But thank you so much. Bob
He's a very humble guy. Biring intamalo mol kono. Kola sola limbatu mole be line auto alimbatu. Mbatrala to pick as many calls as I can. Even time is running out. Mbe Bob tentu lambaja ila. Left almost ifal. Nte manke motimi along ko nga moja malong na timo ye moja malong but nga Bob contact wato mi nanka ko ha nka ko nsola tamola mi yalon ko haklima asina platform otani mole ka charge alseke abela moy kan he's watching akonye mbatungana akonye mole be na mind ninga odila iba murundila nan ko tak but sayembe ko moda nawalto because I ate didn't so that's okay you. Caller come in Todi Madu.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum. Sister Nimbara, Antelo Abubakar. Kordanan.
Okay, Abubakar come tanante ebi jenyadi.
Yeah, mbi jandro mbe mo be konton na mbe mo be konton na mil be la moyro la fanang Antela contribution on sa from lapta laugh la diamula. Follow coming Gambia coming from na chagol la kuo anina dina nyato ko because naje kuo do ka kelna banko kan mi alon ko amam betea kan na dina nyato ko challenge amanka nyimmanka follow ti dal babali idea mo kele coming nyin chagol la kuo but niajibe mo min ka neng is too much and woman betea na banko kan na banko inko dina banko lem so nimmobe kumo pola mi alon ko concerning about banko la kuo mamira mo nyanta ka neng wasifal ya understand okay. So, kamo kumandi chago fangola, is an insult, you understand? because ni ajibe wol ila do ko la moti ila balwolem ni ma woke te do ite fen sotola so ni wol fane fen demand itolle along ase keno e ka tax jole ka ila bungol jole ni ko ila do ko mantra wokka amanjari mol ka kumo be fo because they are our sisters I understand munna sisters already because hani ajibe hanin tol ka dino min back na dino nyin ka min back ni ajibe kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam la time saibol bijele kila ka mol so fengol la mi alon ko wol mantra dino kono wol manka misirma dingolti wol mu kafirol lati buka alabatu barake sole aka fengo ka dunga bulo kono nyama aka findi wala nyama adi mol I understand obe minute nyoma ko yo dunia nata ni nyoma ko ni mo ko ko sulata be marole bulu mbada mi mba batari ne kana jibe ko min yin aka yin ne ken ta dila
so imami eminef
so imami da min fo wo ako mo manyan na kamo kumandi ni woto sifa
okay
I understand anunta mamira ay kuma foje mi alon ko mo nyanta ka nen wala
okay
because imam yo londo sotole ni aja abe fengo fola mi alon ko is concerning about that londo lo soto maybe ate dulala je ay hadith wala long mi alon ko we wodula bakle so mo manyana ka nen wo ko wala I understand
okay.
kam fonyo kan na dina nyaton ko ten na bank mbita ko mal because dino mu fennet mi alon ko I value soto bakale soko mi alon ko yalon dol fon ka fa misirmaya misirmaya na tani minala if ila nebo kanu komi ye fon kanu nyami
okay
love your neighbor as you love yourself
okay
so ila nebo na tara ba kula mi alon ka man bete kana la ko jibe ni ba amako ila mingo minna amako ya
okay thank
you understand
thank you brother thank you
okay
so
ni ajibe mbe deportation of na mbe lafta ka fen choko deportation of na kuoto because ntol fana mbi janne mbe batari nyin deportation ko you understand okay mol ka min for about lawyer dabola ko o data nyin deportation to dunta jana bota jana hani lawyer dati je sister kabir lawyer be foreign minister la nyin deportation ko keta you understand so ma nyin ko ba wajabla minat na man fintinan duniya be nyaaro ata ni nako nyin ko la ba kurkur kan anunte ndata ko you understand
okay
so nin akko nyin keta ni mol ka telem ateta fam bonni no la je
okay
you understand
okay thank
so
you
bi ni aje bi tuba buja mol be kumbola jang about deportation wala ko ya kabra foreign minister la nyin deportation ko keta
okay
so wala nante hani bi ndata lawyer support no la
okay thank you brother
yeah.
okay Krubally be jinkan na je yam okay Mr. Krubally okay call it hold on Mr. Krubally
yeah
call it topic fulalema
hello
hold on call it hold on okay. Na last caller ako imam babali molle banenka ngamira prosecution on na ko compensation on so second one or walem ako honorable Dabo Tafam Bondelano Atafan Clay and Delano. So I don't know what you get to say about that.
Nde men ko to wala mi ko ima babali la kola mo ni na man d'accord fenna nen ro kana dunde altema nen ro anin kelo is the lowest form of disrespect ima babali ala beautiful ni a challenge professionally and new debate was see that there is more priorities in the country that we need to focus on. They have a foolish role, and they say that nyanda jola manyana jola. What important? I think fight for the programs. Program not run small funding on Imbatakono.
Okay.
I like to say double aside la. I mean for Koko a habunda watolela. What I do for them then? The baramen kono be. What barole what the molla. See, nde sino la garo ngafu ko me moju la kare men keta Europe be ni boso no murundi kamenna when the affect back until you are the sarbulo ne alon ko betamatla I tell the affect back but at the end of the day mistake ko men kera na to wala correct la because commando bi je ni ku follow kudo kana like I said the best thing in Binto pour ga India mo beba government ya ter respect al media ya ko kambe ko la wol me ni
ko la be no speaker
yeah man
but go back and forth na fate wala
Okay,
so I mean ataya ko nyame no dron me Abubakar Danila Prasa lon ko fa ñoo fonni kewol wala be lodim bi UDP ko mami UDP demakan ani be Gambia ko kele kan ko sa la decision o reconsider again because mistake ko ka kele bari the worst thing is niman na mistake ko correct men kela Gambia to la mistake ko lom abu ko batame be bi the Africa on the UDP we're asking you to come and join us so that we can correct the wrong that happened. But let's not spend the time to try to blame the past. Come and join us, have faith in us, have faith in the youth and the leadership in the United Democratic Party, and give us a shot for another 5 years and see. I bet you will vote back. You will vote us back into office.
Thank you. Okay. So atebe la moikan. So caller on the line. Caller.
yes assalamu alaikum
Caller, you are Todi Mado.
go
Alkamoyla.
yes mbe moy kan sister ibe nyadi
Okay, Todi Mado.
go ndela mbakari kuyate no mboda
Thank you Kuyate. Ibe konoto.
kota na dena kino sister mbalbe konta na jemani no ani na koto ke nyimai no
Mbela moikan.
yes man go ala barka bake man ala program be over diari man no tebe Belgium jande no bari balla moy kam no yeah
Yemene soto
so ndela faka diamu damen na no wala mulla no skills la side no Gambia because ndela bala fala warta man sister because ni mol sida janga system
afo ko teke ba ngamere o sawunta ntulol lalde iko
go come like skill system o membe Gambia because tra mo kan no always akam alkatra ko Gambia du nyanda ko karanne hello sister kam mo la
okay iko skill system o afonya explaining it clearly pour na guess of understand what you're trying to say.
Thank you so much. Baraka bake Come for what I'm come like na skill system of like abenyamen Gambia because there ya until come like delngana baluo beke walati because until bota daming because mecho Gambia do la faka karane tonya but we are not really protected because system of benyamen J sister is very sad for nyajibe for because nyajibe fang ikatar mecho because mecho tiyo nyata bunya le fependi yala mecho karankang Gambia kono right now thing they have to be respected Gambia dul nyata ke bunya le nyata ke support le kente ke fone ye protect kente ke ye dindu system kono system me yalan ko na bakala level me yalan ko tata dawada they can use that knowledge me yalan ko with certificate with document but then we are not because kita work smoke on sister for yaji moka barama for moka sister accident sifal ka work smoke yama yalla membe caring because ndika jele fa to ya
example din na mo meche sifal example
come like I can give you like weldings
okay.
I can give you weldings
carpentry
ikata welding work smoke kono gaji ka fa accident sifal ka work for the sister no it's too sad because they are not protected. Even some of the kendo from boy come on because all being control all those things have to be controlled. But then go things. No, masala come like masanya daka meet your support lay omutu and nyata katargiele but more come like Ministry of Youth comme ministry of Youth ko comme yamne skills men ka skills because yemol bula kono dole de
okay
wonder mul mago kande honestly because de la dinul comme like dinul membe cho karaga they are not protected e ka tar jele e ka barama fong e buga jaral kendo fong soto go apa pale fong warda tel la kol be nyame ba adun tel be nyame jang system gaji be banga e ka tar gambe fong yembe cho karab more than 10 years even kayte kendo fay buka dila da be abala fara wartayna adu kana janna for in good 8 months kari say daman kari say damay kata course la may they give you good certificate or may alam ko there anywhere you can use that it's a partner fano wala but tell come like tell me
okay thank you brother ngela information o moyle mbatu nga sindi Mr. Krubally la thank you me kola dotale
ko ke baldi atena boss lon ne atena bod afay na mam ibu ko jira la dindingo because they are atena boss lon ne kende
ko jira la dindingo la
okay
ibu ko jira la dindingo ate alon ne
okay thank you brother
akot
okay
abaraka bake man sister ala baraka bake
all right hold on brother be min try kan Mr. Krubally abe mi try kan ka explain hold on abe mi try kan ka explain comme itol min mecho karanna ibuka certification o dila ibuka protection o sotoni be yin karangola so I'll have to call it explain comparing to babu dube nyan ite mi na fo quote
yeah Momodou, I mean you're getting a lot of noise I'm going to offend the mask and get bari I think okay it's better
na earpiece all for
okay it's better now
it's better now okay
no ni dia undal ndra ko munda ka be mask and bari left them for la think
hold on nga make sure because mal left dukara alin share alin information or share please alin share al kana nyina kan share ko to ke hold on nga jibe mun tola okay ko do ke tel la side itel la side mo kote
ndey
because
mom move not but imagine I'm talking now and it's nothing.
Whoa, okay so nga continue
okay so mbe bakal piara kontana ma fula ko I may observe ndel fana nga ku kilo observe le wolom ñindi ko abe men complain ka wolom ñindi ko problème on ñil problème on be créer wolom ñindi ko e ka ñu programme ben fenke tem pour ka youth soul fenke ke train e ka fu me capacity building ibuka ke anyamala because it is now no toro yemo karandi welding la or carpentry la ya fa ka e ka mengete ka new welding program on mengete ka funye capacity building it is all a scheme pour ka kodo sunya because yemo karandi bi you have to identify them to be able to go work yemo karandi carpentry la 10 weeks yes certificate o dia la fa ko ta how do you expect that person to survive? Why can't you buy them tools? See, it's an entire program in Mexico. We need a total overhaul. Because you don't fire along to PVP. You know somebody, you have to media. Why don't you at least buy a camera for him or give him a loan to buy a camera? Carpentry, get them tools. Plumbers, get them tools so that they can go secure that job. You cannot just get them into a class, give them a certificate, and have them walk away and give them lunch for 10 weeks. We need a total program. You need to take a look at what are you trying to do here. You're trying to get somebody a skill and able to get them off of dependency. What I mean is skill dealer, your ability for them dealer. You work with the bank, lower the interest rates, encourage them to go and get a loan.
Okay.
And then help them out. That way, when they get the loan, not only are they going to repay it, but they will also hire other people and they can pay a lower interest rate. So it's the entire program, not a first question of Fenkele. And if you do that, I remember for accidental Fanankakele, they need to give these people the right gear. You cannot have somebody to go learn carpentry and instantly pass on Ado Kudla. You're responsible. And government, it is government's responsibility to establish a good safety working environment in this program that they're creating. And I hope they do. Well, they don't know what they're doing. imantara program ke nol fen kan ide Binto ni nintel be sida be nga meñi program bar menga ke don ko dole kanatro ye advertisement okay afuko di nol URL ali nga be nga fen ko 6 weeks and Neo Bino is probably like in the millions. But all they're doing is paying one person to come and educate a group of people, but the expenses will be in the millions. It doesn't match.
Okay. Maybe I'm la call so nali call kenang. I'll make sure all background is really quite demanding because this video will stay for a long time. So I'll send share. One call at a time. Mba try to get as many as we can. We have a little bit time to go, maybe 30 minutes we are out of here. Okay? So I have a caller on the phone. Let me call her.
Yes, hello.
Assalamu alaikum. Todi Madu.
Yes, Mbekulin. Go.
Todi Madu.
Badu.
Okay, like that. Okay, go ahead.
Wow, okay. Okay, come Europe la neka, okay? Okay, dama bugona laaj UDP government su ñëwé because of most of the boys here dañ am problem immigrational problem. And then maa ngi gis ñu bari ñu leen a delloo especially in Germany and other European countries. Okay, dama dee liggéey si embassy lay liggéey.
Okay.
But dama gis embassy bu ma liggéey seen doom su amee problème. Gaa dañ dee ñëw si embassy bi. ñu sort out seen problems foofu noonu. But dama gis ne Gambia seen problems si. Most of like Germany, like Swiss fu ma nekk nii. ak Australia, all these places amuñ Gambian embassy comme nga xam ne Gambian la kuy laaka olof soose mandinka fula joola comme mu represent leen. Most of these embassy consulos ay foreigners lañ. So moo tax Gambians yi suñ amee problems kenn du leen mën a taxawal defend leen. So su UDP government ñëwee what are their plans because this is the only way nu guy du mën a solve these deportation problems. All this signal li kii signal li dafa amul ku leen a defend suñ amoon ku leen a defend seen biir dëkk boobu noonu bu gaay nekk as a foreigner problems yi waxuma ne dina escalate like this but na minimize. Understand? So question bi la amoon pour waa ji Mr. Krubally mu dimbale ma si.
Okay, brother, bul hang up. Yo, that part of Europe, are you trying to tell us that we don't have many consular over there in the embassies? Gambian representation?
So German boys German boys you la ñuy call ni all these people calling. Nga laajte leen fan la seen consular bi nekk most of them don't even know it. Te suñ callee nga seet si Google bi nga type nga ne okay Gambian consular yow sa boppa soo ko type right now.
Right.
Nga call. Soo callee. Foreigner ngay am. Man bëggoon naa change suma passport bi fii. Lu ma mun a def mooy dama ko am pour yónnee ba Gambia suma famille ñu yónnee ma ko DHL. So there are small things yoo xamante ni Gambian government bi ñu ko ignore. Te these things are very important. Understand nga doo mun a nekk si dëkk nga nekk doxande nga nekk struggle la ba pare amuloo kenn ku la taxawal soo koolee bi kooku foorina la doo mun a déggante moom doo leen mun a déggoo. Understand nga issue buñ booy war di wax di complain duñ ko dee wax lii mooy problème bi. Understand nga lu ma mean?
Yes.
Because man si ñoom lay liggéey. Understand nga so dama dee gis koo xamante ni for example sa kayit su réeree nga nekk Gambia sa kayit réer na fan nga ko war a amee fan nga ko war a mën a claimé doo mun na ñemeña dem si immigration bi soo amoon a good consular a good ambassador ndikoon di nga mu dem ngeen làkka seen mother tongue bi dina la mun a taxawal soo amee problème boo xamante ni yow sa xam nga ne you are innocent so xamuloo fan nga ko mën a complainer foo ko mën a claimer pour at least am ku la trust soo amee kansulo boo xamante ni mu ngeen a laaka seen laaka bi di nga mën a dem nga toogaa moom nga ne ko mbaading maa koy nga problème wala ke o yéen tuume ñindale
so give me suma génnee nii ma Google dinaa am little problem so you want to tell me Germany, we don't have a Gambian consular. You say
no,
Austria?
No. Me, I'm living in Switzerland.
Okay.
But amut Germany amut.
Italy tam amuñ.
Amut. Italy amut. Mane Europe yëpp laa mun a wax soo gisee am na mooy ay Angleterre English speaking country. Understand nga. Moom ngay mun a wax ne ok am nañ fa consul o am nañ fa ambassador, which is not done.
Okay.
Which is not done.
Jërëjëf.
This is the most important thing loo xamante ni dañ ko war di toog di ko waxtaanee about ñu bàyyi di waxtaani baro gis nga baro dañ ko war a rasal ñun ñu try ñu jéngu ñu génne ko 2021 ñu génne ko fa moo gën ñuy wax everyday baro mu ngi def lu moo def ne leen ko dumoo yu 2021 ñu génne ko fa bu mu ñu yàpp.
Okay.
Okay, jërëjëf. Okay, thank you very much.
Your call is very important. I would like us to focus on that. This caller, what he just said is very important. Let me come. Mbatunga translate in Mandinka. Mbatunga, Mr. Krubally, hold on. Let me translate it in Mandinka a little bit. Caller nyimi call kenang abe mim fokanga ko in the Europe jama banku jamali bije Italy, Germany, ako Austria, Switzerland, ako imang Gambian representation o soto embassy to. Ako foreign and lebenyeje. So abolo fokang. Bare ndebe ming di kala science mbad no di la na gesla. Mr. Krubally.
Yeah.
I'm trying to translate it in Mandinka. This young man called. This very important call. Call us all, but I will hold on. What he's just saying is very important. Gambians are not having any representation in European countries like Germany, Italy, and other countries, Switzerland. But they're having an embassy in UK with Gambian representation there. What do you say?
First of all, afo badu yeko madunga badu amunda ko akasuru account lefo.
Ha akasuru account.
Nsa reply suru account. Badu linga ne kadi go through man Krubally si bopa am go na ko through in America fee. Mo yefi Kate. Ak pour nga muna represent sa bopa. Xam nañ ne ñun si dëkk buñ jógee. Dëkk boobu noonu amuñ doole bi nga xam ne dëkk bu nekk dinañ fa am embassy. Wante bu fekkoon ne am nañ nguur bu nga xam ne kee na bu baax yow ni nga waxee nii fi nga nekk su nguur gi foreign affairs mën na am contact ak yow empower la ak sa groupe bi fa nekk connect la with the closest embassy bi nga xam ne su dara xewee sun community bi dina leen dimbale pour ngeen handle ko to the point bi nga xam ne su ëppee ba mënuloo ko handle so booba embassy bu nekk closer to you will get involved directly. Most of our problem lu mu dee nekk mooy amuñ representation. ñun ñëpp suñu nekkee benn government mun na moo look in a lot of things lan la government mun a def pour empower because soo leen fa amee doole lu bari mun ngeen koo rombalal seen boppa. So it's true ne embassy bari bu UDP ñëwee man what I think we should do te lii suma xalaat la te xam naa ne lii tamit is something li nga xam ne ñun ñu ngi koo discuss. mooy ne the first thing you have to do is to empower the Gambians fu ñu nekk. because moo tax ma ne la ne ñun si moor bu ñu nekk mooy suñu Europe mee rek dañ dee teel a doylu. but ñu ne mun nañoo toog waxtaan ak Europe wala ne suñ doom yu fa nekk gis nañ ne Amérique fii da ngaa eewu nga génn si bifin bi amuloo kër dañu paak la yóbbu la Gambia jël la. mun nañoo toog négocier ak gars yi. man Momodou Krubally yàgg naa fi bari naa fi am naa fi kër am naa fi accounts am naa fi doom warloo maa jàpp si saaku rek nga yóbbu ma foofu noonu suma government jël ma. I have retirement here. I have my savings accounts. There should be a process involved. We cannot just be beggars. We have to get involved with these governments and challenge them and make them understand and value our people. Under a UDP government, we will empower Gambian organizations. We will empower Gambians wherever they are. And we will engage local foreign ministries. Li nga xam ne tey mun naa toog suma saal bi fii ma nekk di communicate ak somebody in Germany. As an authority or under the foreign affairs. I have the authority to communicate with any other foreign official, find out what your case is. Barka dema maa ngi read fii Sénégalais yi dañ am seen kër gu lakk Colorado. Seen embassy bu nekk Washington DC moo fly ñoo Colorado, engage the community. And the officials in Colorado came out and they had a press conference together. If there is foul play, it needs to be investigated. What happened more, a guy amuñ embassy in Colorado itself. But they flew over and came because this was a very important matter. They want to stop the hate crimes that are going on against Senegalese. But most important, Johasen Bad, show confidence into the people. Somebody like you and a lot of other people, if you have a voice and you have a way to contact your government, so under UDP, you will understand that the first thing that we have to do is to empower our organizations, find out where our people are, and establish a good communication. Office, but then you talk in telephone, you ring, you never do work again, good paycheck, how you never same problem. Same problem, we can solve it. Man, just because I'm a fee Mexicans, they established the human rights is across the board. Just because you don't have documentation in Europe doesn't mean that you can be abused or packed like a bag and thrown away. We're going to have to sit with these people and make them understand that we're a nation of people. Our people that are there, we have other foreigners in our country. We're not going to do that to them, and they cannot do that to our people. We will speak. Now, if you are there creating crime or other stuff, it's a totally different thing. And when we have a community setting, crime is always lower. When we have a community setting, we help each other. When we are in touch with your embassy, there's no reason why you need a passport. Mujuge budem be Gambia. Sanity them rang te yang embassy, yang foreign affairs office. There's no reason why need wara joge basse ñew bañul pour put passport. You could do this thing. You can have satellite offices. Yo mun nga wara dem online, nga download sa form bi fill ko, yone ko Washington DC or the closest embassy. You process the documentation over there. This is the future. This is what we're going to do under the United Democratic Party because they am ñinga xamne par nañu liggéey gogu nonu. You know, so it's in a sense lima la wax moy li nga nekk di def gën ko establish. The mind frame you have is that let's get Barrow out. Let's put in a competent UDP government, and with that, we're going to have the rights to vote. We're going to fight for the immigrants outside, and we're going to demand respect and a dialogue between us and the foreign governments that are abusing our people. Gambians are very productive. We have some people that are illegal in their countries, but we also have very productive citizens that are nurses and doctors.
Very productive. We don't cause much trouble when they're outside the country.
So it's a dialogue. It's a dialogue. Mota wala na ni ko mol man na karan nasula ni man karan buga nyimbe fahamuno. Just because na fulo rente bulu. O man na kin la ite jurunte la ndini te nyanda sila nga diamu ngai de harma ya binyame. My people are there, they're suffering, you know. So I hope Badu understands, and I encourage Badu to really stand where he's at. Support the United Democratic Party. Let's get Barrow out. And I'm giving you my word that there is many like me in the United Democratic Party that are going to fight for the average Gambian, respect, dignity, and ensuring your safety wherever you are in this world.
Thank you. We have another caller. Hello?
Hello, Binto. Bakar Njai.
Njai, uncle. Come on UDP. In. Yeah. Dunna. Okay,
Nimbara.
Thank you.
Platform nambala mo kambirin starting. Try kan no.
Thank you.
Benna college konton na keba. Membu londo bungo fanka so te menketa MB Krubally. It's nya konton bake. Lokta pour Canada men doron wala ka konton bake kontan ala ko la Binto. MB Krubally. UDP ten Bintu MB ja sita jang banko diamo buka samba garware buka samba talin buka samba banko londole ka banko samba anim fahamro MB bira sita jang yanin ka question na ka jabi tedi abuka ni dia fo aka londole fo ay londo men soto je so nyina tindan tel kam mobe yenge pour ya tra ye kato fa UDP masakunda 2021 UDP masakunda so gambe do bata men ko nte right now tan best pen bare ni lay buka sino Spain membe ja buka sino membe Germany buka sino membe Italy buka sino because mune keta man founding standale soto jam me alon ko abbe ma ko dam betar la jikir ngala ko ninga kayti ku problem mo soto nin tata je abbe be lolan na ko lale ñele man soto je wala na ko la me ko ga topic men sama important da
very
bakale
important.
la fa topic do
Yes.
akuma tale because Germany ntol membe Germany kansula ala man ka Gambia noti sulale so ni tata jana fana ni last time musol bonnan dame woto fana membe man ka Gambia noti ne Gambia no soto dame me alon ko e fele ya bondi je because mune kada ye suspect men soto je wala nyinde ko ke Dakar men ko UDP ko len ya je sore embassy ni soro wala mu ramsi ya diabti nyamre yo information mo o tarta nun je Malaysia be je abe mobe kafuka nyoma be je mani kan abe banku je le ko kan je wolum ya invite to the platform mobe kumbo tala bola je Binto as mune kada ko ha ya soto ko UDP ko len ko di UDP ko mo ray soto pour ka dogo ya men kele nun kunun wala be kerim bi banko kam Binto mobe nanta ya kilo tu nyinto moma nyana tarla doku dula ko ha ni mantara agenda killing ya bondi doku dula ya la doku ti yanda be doku kendol la ke mesen jamba in toki abeji abe doku la jay mobe kafu nyama gambe di mobe kontanta la koto je ya bondi toki ya ambasi ni je close je ya ramzina dia fana pele ya bonna Malaysia sai on tol bita kan ko mala fom bita kan nyatol e ka baba fata jonyol bondi nawek be baba fata jonyol nawek ragle abie betan ya bondi nawek ya samba South Africa ko pride out abe mune keno sara namange tele jube on sino tije because mune kete yaje ko UDP sympathize ale matije nyina tinna UDP masakunda nya try mole na yem la UDP masakunda UDP kafo kan 2021 nye baro bonde nimma bonde be finish la because mune keta bi Gambia Germany pele bi be 2500 ye men fenke say no kol be memme sen la ten to le bagwe manang nya start birin Senegal Mali kana ko buko ka fa dum don nata still now ye kodol men dundi kunda kodoni mamban jola kordal men wafi la mole kordal men wafi tol man korda suno because be Germany be kalas la do ku man soto no man sakunda man loy la kola sa ni o sendi suo kono o kat e mandoro mari burka kande ko tenke bandi yo be siala problem o be siala mol ko
yes nyanta special kacha soto la when it comes to that caller the caller that called from Mienyi Embassy Kolma. I would like him to text me under because Mr. Krubally, we will need to have a view on that because Njai fella line or to Njai, hold on. We will need to have a real discussion. Morocco, they're demanding some help too. So Banku Jamal, maybe we can have a good discussion about that because Gambian or we didn't know. Mojama Malonko, the representations Gambians have there are most foreigners. We were thinking that most of them are Gambians, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that will be a good dialogue we can have. Mr. Krubally, we would like you to come back on that so we can make more research and get in touch with other people. Okay, thank you, Uncle Njai. Mbe la fila mbe sula la pour ngo kachafa nanki.
Wonte problem o mbe mbe kurbal fanan kuru konton mbe atra mbe mobe commandela congressman kanate on the 18 on the 19 on the 20 rally babe sut la buba zone do congress ni jama ka miss place nyame wala ne jama ka mira ko ha secretary general fengol be tombon na president place no ni mel luste la place wala dol banta dol bantale dol bota patio nyun to sound la do to so congress ni ngab ko mala mobe ni men singo se futani no je ni mantano jeje jen ye KMC wala ba diala taliben su dala nyaton kaya koto
okay
be mobe invite la je bari sa fo dor mbe mvi kurbari mba salut la ba mbe duala ala londo al mali ala fa wala tinna ni ko Usain Dabo mu ke balti amanke Usain Dabo de mele Usain Dabo sora most like MB kurbari nyol Mamadi Sabali nyol youngest landim bisa na nyol te ben suda nyol rohi malik lo nyol bi woli wada nyol be mu landi tiolle de Binto ñil lebe banko mere sora on kana banko nyaton ko jube sora on na jube wala important fa foundation ñile baro batande because mel ba dale malong e malla filan lon na e man faham so bar MB kurbari ñol mi alon ko ye dabo sora on
ñul mu foundal me anko pour somalen Gambia ñul mantere la self ñul lom dole be ñul bulu jelen kuma tambe mobe opportunity be mobe kumba na le kafu UDP party o 2021 ya banko bondi dinko kona kala dame na broda mbe salut lambe konton na bake mbe defa nan konton na bake mbarendi ma baraka bake.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Krubally, let me this is very important. Let me call this funding Kenyan, please, you have to text me so I will know your number. I have so many calls. I will be interested to know. Okay. What do you think about what he said? We need to have a dialogue on that.
Yeah, follow mbe Bakari Njai kontona. Mbani mbarala bake taking the time. Pour kanajang kanyin kachake. La fanyin kachake. But nie la mo la diamo be la même fo. Akoy be mol bondi kanyin dulal to be damen because be sovereign ko mo UDP dingul leti.
Okay.
That is part of the problem. The other problem is that yaji man sa kundabe man life fanda. Gambia dingul be leje be karandine même si ñum positional tano. Bari man pare pour ka dila because ninga dila be surrounding ko they will not support us. That is part of our problem. Your position, what position did you? We should be able to fill it. Foreign ministry nyanta sila le ka jube ka foko okay Gambians because itala documenti is multi-pronged. One of it to make sure that you have clear representation of your people. It's one thing that you don't have representation in Bedame. But if you go to my website, you should be able to know where to get help. Help is out there. BBB in Damenjang, I was going to go to Australia and see that no visa apply right away. The visa application was not a stamp. It was a letter that I had to pay online. And I got a letter back approving my visa. See, this is the way to go forward. Namolbe Damen B, they are frustrated. But I love frustration on cooking as abonino. Well, I'm going to government kije me along ko nyun call for ham. Government member sila ay nyun call jube. Kalonko, we have a problem at hand. And the problem is today, our people do not have clear representation outside. What are we going to do to make sure that the Gambian in Austria or in Italy or even in Guinea-Bissau, that when they have a problem, that they're able to go somewhere and get that help? Today is social media 24 hours. Dokula DJ. There's lawyers all over the place. We have Gambian lawyers all over the place. Even in the United States, a lot of people are getting in trouble. We should be able to have a pool of our professionals who will be able to help these things. So in Embassy Membije, we cannot be in every country, but we will be able to strategically look at all the nations and position our embassies at the right place effectively. And in cases that we don't have that, we can look at our communities and have community ambassadors there that are in touch, that will be there available to be able to sensitize our people and help our people. So there's a lot of ways you can look at this, how to solve this problem. Yung problem will be niman sile a jube, konyin discussion si fa men beke kante de la platform. Imagine natra nung government, natra nung foreign affairs. E kanyum program si fa sort dialogue with your constituency.
We wish they have Mansa Kunda Bina 2029. Please, Ndol Gambian Olfanambe, leftali media create in a way that Allah nyaton call katasije. It can direct call ta molu bulu. It can direct call ta. It's not about Binto le listo safena. You ko ite UDP support ka, you ko be UDP support ka, you ko be MPP support ka. It's not about that. Just go to this media, 2 hours, 3 hours style of timeline. Let them open. GRTS, they can create a program like that. Let our poor people call and tell them exactly, like Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Come in, this guy called Minister of Foreign Affairs sitting. Embassy, just like he said. But Gambian, they are not represented with Gambian people.
Well, we also don't engage them because Nanyum ambassador Sirinje, they have not made themselves available to the people. Washington D.C. Embassy Momodou. When was the last time this person engaged the community? foi ka mari fo jele community kono ba ede ba community me represent kan ni dama du wol kono ede ba wala problem wala no nyaadi yalo do ko ni mo ko bangu do ko ma fu dron ko bangu do ibe dunne la mo kono le ye faham until be damen bi somebody like
Krubally, hold on ngani call ata sergeant so call land den sina wrap up yeah because this conversations are very important. Caller Todi Madam.
Hello. Idrissa Gassama.
Mr.
Canada.
Gassama abe Canada. Okay, thank you. Come in.
Yeah, Krubally kontonye na mole naka lesle ngadiamule. Yeah, alhamdulillah. So lafta kumadantane address la rek maybe fula osaba.
Okay.
Mba follow na representation la anina na how am I going to put it? Na representation on in transparency.
Okay.
Yalong ni lafta moye represent aka multi me yalong ka ay transparency soto. Aka fen ke ala dogo ko na ka lafi Gambia dingo abe men represent ka yalong. Mama sakunda soto.
Okay.
Wala lafta be fen kela. Membe kele to la nafati but not din amanya na kala Gambia la nafati. To la masakunda mo jubi. Present biri ya jame masakunda la mafani masakunda wol mo soto Gambia dingoli.
Okay.
Because this present government manyi lonko me carte o fayewo mem man carte o fayewo men ka bule noma o mem man ka mambuka bule noma ibe mu Gambia dingolati. And ibe right kilingole soto. Ni masakunda molo ni masakunda we mello men ka bulante noma wolle Gambia dingolti. Wolle la frente la masakunda la. It's a big mistake. Modo bije mem mal lafila weta do ko la masakunda ko wala ka ku kendo ke dina mel lafitela wite amira mel lafitela wala ni masakunda will get rid of everybody mom wate aji ka mal lafala.
Okay.
Amalon ko wolne kende yata because nim mobe mo mal lafila nyaton kala bara fo la nyaton kala kala fo la ko kala file ko soma afuko ya afuko intele nyin ke jan han wato mbelu ko la masakunda bara intele nyin londi jam ando umwitela todi ya eti amira umwitela toku ya letela todi ya bari to lañu masakunda to le bu ko londe mo nyamen dingola ko lon.
Okay.
Mansalim fola bu ko londe men ka mansalim firinno wala ka fu hannate yafu akoma.
Okay.
Wala ko fono bari ñu mansalim fono ñu bulu fay wo bu ko fu and mansalim bu ka banku sam killing. That's my one policy. Na ndola representation in Europe and fenkol tunda be imantra Gambia dingol je because ni man Gambia dingol londi Gambia dingol la ko kunna be lola fawle. Internet binto internet man nyolo man dem fenna mambo Gambia kili ikon tanga tarete la ko kun automatically fo ay uji bedro na diata nyala nga bulela ko kun na diata nyanga si. Wow, okay, fine. Number 2 ka mena ko loya dabale deportation o sign. Nga iko question nata Krubally kan na keba kan nte fi ama jabi.
Okay. Ama ko.
Muna nam fe ama jabi. O kambano men ka to buka ate UDP sopono wate loya dawa ma appreciate no because of o ko kan. Nga mera buka loya dawa fana la moy baka because ni buka mo fana support nyo ya try ya la moy because ibala kumol lonnal.
Okay.
Because I feel categorically clear ka nana ma sign. Ako anu nimman sakunda ko atela ya sign ya kaito bondi.
Okay.
I sign them.
Okay.
Yala was very clear. Fulanya ako kabiri ko EU president EU la for president la mina kan Gambia representative men mina kan nun Gambia yani menen ralo bondi aka tenu njam fanga te benu Mauritania te mantra nun Gambia fang o mate tara Gambia.
Okay.
He was in Mauritania at that time. So yo Kenya me ya bondi to la lombra tente atemoke.
Okay.
Yala wo clear.
Okay.
So nim mole ya mira ka sa andumbe kuma kelen fola mole min menke mira bake mbe bitilo mendo kabirin loya bota nyim mansa kunda ni ayatara tonya tele nyin agreement no sign ani EU dena kayto fintitale
Okay.
dena fintita molo kande nata tela sign pour Gambia dingol murundi nan molbe kumo mem foka loyama nyim mansa kunda kono ay menke anama menke nata tela sign dana fintita yala nyanda kam mira ko do la bake jandimbe mol bilem la anu nga mobula nyono ma ntama lo me sign anu han sign ta fula kar la sign ngalon ko na sign ta man sakunda la sign
man sakunda toyal
toya assign ta man sakunda toyal ko itam malew
may fati fana individual may fati fana kalta la dankata kata man fen sign
but individual me who put pen on paper is very important in this matter.
We'll need to know.
So nim masakunda fana hanata lawyer double sign. Side, let's just come to this way.
Okay.
Nata masakunda lawyer double fana sign individually. Nim masakunda ma fire ke. Ayaka fana kuole kama. Masakunda fintin la because masakunda bajele ko ntolle abula pura yake. Killing. Fulanya onak bara yekalle ka make. Aka make. Nte mo 2000 fenna me alon ka ko nyamma ka dimanto manku ko yo sotala de ngalon ko masakunda hannata ya sign Gambia dingol la ko kumaya bata dunia konole ye nyin ku kole mba katangol taki
okay
ita ba ko masilo la ita futu babudu ikafu wala man sakunda ikafu nyoma yesenya an dunia fa be kono nga kule ja Gambia ka menkente ma mera mo nyanta ko fo nde ma mera ni mo fata be balo bale nyanta ko kede mo tubabo le mo na fe ya kayti hani kilin tabul me saitan di ko abota Gambia fo mol man ni lonko malinkol ka mandika ka mo la Gambia mandika ka ay sene alew fo mol man ni lonko murteni ano ka suru akon fa sene fa tambe Gambia dingol so nim mo futati tema suru akon fo wala mandika kan fa to ka bota Gambia le hani kayto fo tabul hani julu boro tabul men saitan ka bota Gambia ya accept Gambia ndi ya
mbatu nga fo iko ka min jiwe nite bisa Krubally iko atol min baby sepro ya dinno funding kel min sepro iko la pengol le jibe sepro. Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, I can hear you. Kuma fo jang
iko sepro Krubally cannot hear me.
Nse fem fo jang about sepro fo la ko
iko ka pengol le jibe wo pengu nolo ika fo le sepro pengu nolo
ngalo ne
iko immigration college
in Canada here jang nte fo ngata pour que vaccination soto in Canada here ndara pour que vaccination soto because the school neke kan school la require is a requirement in the school ndara pour que vaccination soto mputata damen follow to way mem fo nyako in Canada de ma fo in the Gambia it's less than 2 months ago akonyako dindin dunia kono lamon kamem fo akonyako nyanta kanyin sepuro soto nyin pengo soto ibulu marato o waya somewhere akonya bar ngaji ka be balale nga yes ngaji dindin manga mo le ka mol sepude e ka mol pengu measles and meningitis and so akonya okay fine polio akonya yes ya soto la akonya bar fonga boosti la akonya bigo dindingol be ra soto dunia kono ise jumale Gambia di ya mol la Gambia di ya bondi wala ba.
Okay, thank you, brother. Mbe bulala Krubally be dampola. Okay, thank you. Abaraka. Okay. Brother gasama fela kacha kende ba ke jang Mr. Krubally. Sambimbine bulala time borta. Aka sepiro baby lika immigration ka wala use as identity. Our mambala fa fela. Ya doke wuto do fo je bomu tam buka haji ka sipadu illa ya vele mbe yotumo ya la janko al break ta ali jeming kacha ma easy hadama dingo man timma asekeno nga kuma fo jang mi mo inconvenient amandia moye al se yam fanye bar mba discussion olem so kacha dum nin tonya bina fola sometime tonya mandia wala na modolu nkan badi ngol filindi nkan fan filindi because mo bukala fe ka tonya so kacha atamandia mafo nga be fo tonya hani bar mbenna katole keka minketa Gambia suloti is very important. Mini nata late nga brother MB Krubally le soto janal ben na Facebook ali like ali follow every Sunday be kalnala ali jang. Alla atolle la tamu nyum platform oti ninkali grassroots I really mean it. Ntol do ba le tamu janti. Nta kala non damma bawo na londo may warabake. Bare so mol samana e kana kan kachande. Wala tinanga nyum platform o yela. Pour nal kana dimasi doron nal ka kachan ka time spend jam. Bar dimasi killing them. So mbeka line ol yelela ali alon nen ka line ol yelele pour na Gambia sulo Gambia dingo be daoda ali nga kachake. So kachale mini buko malon fanko Gambian ol they are not even represented in the other part of Europe. So wol kumayatale na jata kende abunda na seno bunda na karango bunda. Well, they are very important. Wala na political doronte. Ka for government baro doronte. Ntol da mako Mr. Krubally minfo. We can create a team. Nso kuja ma falino. Wala tinna nkanali nanja every Sunday. It's not all about politics nga karte fay. But karte fayo walam di Johnny. Walam na sulo bundat. Aketa loko niko iko karango is a key to success. Election is a key to better government. So, who I'll say in the discussion or penka mbe one caller tala then mbina Mr. Krubally mbina la conclusion or tala bul den ngana bula nte mobe tala no aliyembala nte mobe tala no but all the time bakala trial ninga guest sotaja ngala no yelali. All right, so mbe Mr. Krubally hold on nga caller ta but nga plug back in because ninga plug caller.
Yeah, Binto.
Bismillah. Todi man. Bija.
Buwan Njai ila uncle.
Njai na uncle.
Ndo ko to barka ruwati.
Mbari ngolu be mun Njai let. Mbari ngolu be mun Njai let. Bismillah.
Yeah, nga Mr. Krubally konton baka wo. Anyway, come alla program nga mbala mo kana but call soul kadun so nka akakuntla sometimes. Yeah, but ndefana be Italy the but immigrant tanko problem oni. The one thing lafa memfola Mr. Krubally because I very shortly. Inyane ni immigrant ko no baka because a complicated baka.
Okay.
Ya jantoli immigrant tol nata janne. Nde ka damando je baron tol be alon ko Gambia man sembo soto. So nyana atandila molu fanana le ko because government complain o kabirin 1996 government be complain ko. So femman solve no do sign de fere do kala bangaju be problème munet.
Okay.
Many will complain ka hanni wol fanan nata tela miro the same thing be continue because muneketa problemo do be jam fanan ne
mun complain no what na uncle
comment government ne kayinke problemo do be jam fanan ne malon for these people they know it or not yalone European countries imagine comment ko Africa be nyame banku tate dungi adiate nyame ntoli nimbe duna dawoda nyananka ila luwalu noma ngabi be intesesteno jan nyame because molu be jama na many alon ko kawo follow once nana yaya sonkola donc programme do lawo aba explain molu nyanna silol mentala pour ye kana nyim problème olma
problem killing fonye because ntolu we are kind of lost mbe how mbe solar problem onye
membe okay but membe ko yalon tol mol kana Italy janne ngam bulo la jang ni ngam bulo la jang doli kakay to soto doli ni reject e katente kata jama
bulo la wala
fingerprint ya okay bari yalo European system o be mu cleanati
okay
ni bulo la je tara jama ni bulo la ja ka tindi jele
okay
bar doli ni ay Kenya ka filele dika fempo So ni atata lundo ye control okono ikapo dole na li banko bula because itanko ni moment ni ibota jaita banko kan imanya na tambla 3 months la je ye mur nan o ye na mur ku ka kwata but ni isi overstate je more than 3 months aka ko me yela luwala tinya.
Okay.
So this is very complicated. I don't know more than to faham.
So imagine ne bulo la bang. Imagine na fingerprints kala. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, yalo banku fula bako ko European Union banku fula ne banku fula ka kam to ko banku fula kan ko kayto le nyini kam. So comme ni e nyini ka de bulo be janna yalo yo jele.
Ha.
Ba ka dol nyini kay bari e bulo la Italy wa haninta man kayto soto Italy. So ni atu be ka jele ko men ko bari te bulo be janne. Jama ka problem o soto yinti man do fana bari tolbi ka fam tolbi kamera wol doli man ke problem. So wol kawol beje komen ko be mu criminalité ba ntoli wol bika mu ntoli nyaako to ko wol mu fenti because ntoli ya manche problem bati.
Okay. All right.
We need to advise our people about this illegal fenkol tilol ta pour steno bankol kanyame.
Okay.
Europe is very complicated because niaje nyune mol jurmina Italy ja yalon ko ntola Italy kayto abika fenno jaman. European
okay, Njai, nimbe understand. Mr. Krubally, I think mba afenkala. Nimbe understand. Ite ba foka noko ningam bulo fingerprints olke in Italy. Nintala Switzerland. Ni endundi system okone na fingerprints olgela, right?
Majority of the European countries, we have a system can be fingerprint.
Okay. Are you trying to say ko ikane bulo la bang fo ikana ni bulo la ise nyi la ko ni tata banku 95% ise jeno
95%, maybe 100% say jeno European countries.
Okay. So left all clarify. Okay. So
it yeah, but I don't know ko ni bulo la jan ni ta banku do kay man ne bulo la jede.
Okay.
Silo la beje because comme ni kaito fon soto jang. Ni na tata jaman ni silo tay so kaito fon jamanol fon so kaito falin no ite ne sa yaki jaman kaito.
Okay.
But ni kaito soto ja ya mabo so tata jaman ile fa sukur do dun laje.
Ha.
So wol jama ka problem oti ka jama wonal banko bula wol be ka problem bebe yon kon tol be ba kono le.
Njay tolu man nyin kangolu moy sukuro ni nyim bu fenko ndolu man nyin kangolu okay mina sukuro
ndolem kutiyo den dolbe yalo ne wolem kongo kayti dundo rek
okay
ya kayto lem comme ne kayto soto Italy ja itata jaman yela nyin kayti do mabo yadi modo le so tata ya dundi je ya ni nata aje comme ko ite kayto soto jan Italy le so inata yebulo la jaman fana. So ikajel ko wolbe wolko European wala loi ni totalement wolko de ko wolbe mu fengolti criminal fengol action lent
ha
so baro yaron tol wol mamudun tol nyako to penan tol benna fengol fengaka comme tol be kayto soto la nyame okay but ni yo kayto soto jeyna ta jaman ni silolta ni san se sidi kan nyolu ka explain because to ka programme do ka explain mo len ko ibeli isilol mentala pour isela kayto falino jaman yesino je kane batan.
Okay, thank you Njai. Okay, so mbe Krubally bulala abala idea fola nanje then mbe last caller tala ya ngana bula. Thank you for your call. It's very important. It's very important. Mr. Krubally. Mba foka na onkule ntolo manyin la aka speaking in tongues dolu bije ntolo mo moyo na aka ko sukuro ni ko. But anyway, I think you understand. This is a very serious matter. Ite be advice la no minella. Na nata ni ebulo tampi Italy, ni tata Sweden. Most likely you will get caught near Kaito dunti.
Yala ndema be understand because ndema Europe. Bari ngalungo banku ni tata je lual le bije. Adun ni tata banko to ni lual noma. Ala kana ke hani dunta immigration problem auto mostly kela record le fanan jube.
Okay.
So make important wolum nyinti ko man na more information on the o malo nyanta mala nyaming over there. As a government fanang, you have a responsibility to protect your citizens. But ita fana dulale bela dame yalo ko nila citizen o fana dunta trouble to na dunta kono.
You can.
Kole ala bakile. So under a United Democratic Party, we're going to do our best to make sure that our citizens understand where they are, that the embassies and their community leaders are able to educate them about how to.
Hold on, caller.
But it followed Lalibala and it gets worse.
Yes.
If we're able to be there with our people from the get-go, the chances of them getting into too much trouble is going to be very minimal.
Okay.
So the people need to understand that the most important thing is government has to create a communication medium for us to know what is happening to our people outside. Because more than the last side going to be, Senegal because they live in the community. And until the responsibility lies on us, we also have to form a community where we can engage our embassies and our government in a community format, not individually.
Okay.
It's easier to communicate with the government in groups rather than having 2 or 3 million people trying to communicate directly.
What one?
So one of the programs will be to gather our communities, support our communities, strengthen them, and educate our leaders and be in touch with them as to how they would be able to live with respect and dignity wherever they are. And if they get in trouble, we will make sure that their rights are defended, that we talk to government officials and let them understand that although there are migrants over there, we also have migrants in our country and we're treating them right. We expect them to treat them right. If they're wrong, yes, they should face the law over there. But if they're right, if they're there illegally, let them go through a process. And if you go to Gambia, there's a process you can follow to become a citizen or to become a resident. You can follow the same thing in Europe, you know? So I hope that answers the question.
Mbe what caller Tala? Caller?
Binto.
Bismillah. Todi man.
Buba Njai.
Njai, come in. Say mbe korot. Yes.
Okay, mbadi mbele luntan konton na Mr. Krubally.
Thank you.
Kuma kan be bete adem ba ke kacha be diadem kono. Kuma kan men fo kuma kan men yaron ko seniata ba ke no.
Okay.
So kujati me yaron ko akumata ba ke.
Okay.
Mbela fisa ke diamu kudanta no dron.
Okay. Isa suti yandia.
Come okay, come nyinin kala kono come eko moji maka come UDP ko ko nendi do ze fo
Okay.
So kuma di men ya don ko men fe men ko fo mo di men ya don ko UDP jawle.
Okay.
Because it at any political party nyalo atoko nyalo mobi ba record President Barrow. More that meeting that the phone beje I honorable Hussein Dabo ne mi alon ko amu mo ti mi alon ko nyaton ko ma de Gambia banko kan.
Okay.
But balo na the after that adiam da bala mo condemn.
Okay.
So anu Mr. Dabo ning anytime abediam la kamem fa almo men ka follow ani UDP ko lo nyindi ko by all means nyanda ka discipline maintain.
Okay.
So mobe mobe o sedia but minan kabin president balo kabin moe honorable Hussein Dabo ne al meeting dara awita mo condemn.
Okay.
So men ka ko UDP mo UDP ko ko nen di dole ke all mo kuma di men yalon ko nte me nima agree wala those are their own personal opinion. Non manke opinion di men yalan ko Gambia din jama beje almost here.
Okay.
So aning fana yato just briefly like President Balo 30 days of the people's store. kule me alonko abe banko le kodo le tinya kan do is a waste of money.
Okay.
Me alonko akabo banko le banko le kodo le kon.
Okay.
So to nyanan kai banko le come lua is a law put it okay but kada for 30 days so siata de president balo wuluta Gambia le I can awuluta santo de account akuta ala most of his life akakombo so obviously hana manda to da alon Gambia no the problem.
Okay.
So na pale to ma ko le na nyanti ma ko le but 30 days to me alon ko account na to kolombe base da jabe siada.
Okay.
So kolombe be base da je don't know so use no to do another work So nde aje ko mu kuja di mi ango e kan aba ko do tinya kan do so o mo nyinya ya to government mu kata mo nyama to men betu awdu banko kan jan ma nana ka mo ko president kata to la
Okay.
so e kan nin kon nin kon ta nyaado aba ko jala because ndo fo na nyaato ko le men ya ko corrupt
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Njai. Okay, thank you. Thank you, my uncle Njai.
Yes, mbe konton na mbe do ntan konton bala mba ni mbala kuma kan kendo
Okay, thank you. All right. Mbe Njai bulala. One more call. That's it. Nying mari bet calling try kan no. Hello.
Hello, small sister man lawat badu.
Mane badu yo dang ma different nga text ma seron.
Wa dama bugo na wa. No text na la be pare.
Okay, jerejef suma pare rek. Okay.
Wa uyu ma.
Aha.
Dama bugo na am na call from Italy. So mune hawma boy dañ dé jël sen
sa voice raise a voice be tuti because Mr. Krubally
mune hawma dafa am ñu dé joggé Italy. Dem al Germany after dañ leen dé reject fofu nonu.
Okay.
So dafa covers lu ma wax yépp understand nga su gay amone good representative sen deka comme nga né yow Gambian nga joxé comme sukur bu ma wax non moy comme so accès af the first 2 weeks dañ la dé dem yobbu la ci immigration bi laaj la lan mo la fi indi the reason lu la fi indi ci biir deka bi understand nga explain man okay nga wax né okay man xex moma jëlé suma deka o problem bi la am o suma deka okay maybe government bi dictator da understand comme message bolé na jox bu gaay di draft ñu won okay li mo nekk ki reason bu nekk mom ñëwé kéram lolu moy sukur.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay.
So su nekkee ne ñoo amoon nañ representative Gambian su nekkoon am nañ council bu baax boo xam ne olof la mbaa sewse la mbaa Gambian la ndikoon kooku mënoon naa leen a gars suñ demee si kooku mënoon na leen a bindal drafal document boo xam ne wane ne profile ne leen yes dëgg la kii Gambian la understand waaye su gars amuteen loolu noonu moo tax gars day jógee foofu because dañoo blind lu gars di wax Italians dañ blind xamuñ ndax dëgga la ndax du dëgga so pour gars xam ne ñi dëgga la ñoo wax dafa take time so bu boy dañoo am duñ am patient bi pour xaar loolu noonu xaar kii boobu noonu loolu laay explain yëpp si benn place bi la bokk si dañ waroon am koo xamante ni consulat o ambassade biir Italie koo xam ne boy suñ ne ok man Gambian la fii Tabokoto laa jógee suma pap maybe was a rebel or something or suma papa was an minister understand nga time
buko wax ci angale
understand so ku nekkee ne comme waaye nga ne comme man lii moom géegee Gambia di nga mun a am ku la taxawal mu woon la ne dëgg la kii lu moo wax dëgg la mu stampal ko document su yóbboo document boobu mu jox ko immigration bi nañ leen waa dëgg la kii fii nañ la jox 2 years 3 years waaye suñu amuti kenn ku la represent you are blind ñooy waxal ñu ngi blind dafa garaaw
okay
waaw li moo tax ma koolaat anyway text naa la so anytime soo ma niidee
badu xam nga yow sa sister itam okay jërëjëf waay
man duma UDP nag man PDO waaye dama dee bëgg a déglu plateforme yi yëpp because I'm a patriotic Gambian because dama dee bëgg a déglu ku nekk sa concept and then
badu hold on yaay suñ last call Mr. Krubally man ndax di nga ko badu déglu
Badu na nga def yaa ma dégg
Waa hello maa ngi déglu ah.
yaa ngi dégg Krubally.
Waaw maa ngi lay dégg Krubally.
Waaw.
Fine thank you. Borom baax.
Badu gis nga time bi nga jël nii pour ñëw di express.
Amoon vidéo ay Mr. Krubally.
Ah?
Waaw c'est ça.
Waaw ma ne gis nga yow time bi nga nekk di jël nii di wax sa problème di jéem a seral la
xaaral ma génnee Badu si line bi su ko defee sooy wax rek mu dem directly si moom Badu bon ma bàyyi la dégg nga.
Okay, jërëjëf.
Yes, jërëjëf waay. Okay, Mr. Krubally, we're gonna wrap up. You can talk to Badu while I hang up everything from here.
Yeah, what I want to tell Badu, lu ma bëgg a wax Badu mooy. Time bi moo jël nii di ñëw di waxtaan ak ñun. This is lii lañ gën a bëgg. Ñun xam nañ ne Badu bokkul UDP. But luñ bëgg a def mooy ñu rataxal digga gi ndax ñu mun a waxtaan. Because su fa UDP nekkee ou su fa PDOIS nekkee foog ñu mun a wax xamante. Te moom nu moo communiqué nii it seems that he cares enough. And this is the type of citizens we need to know ne ñu ngi dëkk all over the world. Because moom fu mu nekk nii tey ku ko joxoon xam-xam tuuti ku ko engage on si community am dafa nuróo nit ki nga xam ne dina follow through te dina dimbale nit ñi.
Hold on.
So this is what we need. Waxuma ko ne mu bàyyi pateen bi. Man lu ma ko bëggal defi wax rek mooy na stay open minded jox United Democratic Party an opportunity. Wante most important not involve the process bi ñi United Democratic Party where youths like him, we have younger people like him, progressive minded people. Xam nañ ne PDOIS nga nekk ba toogal nga seet political train bi nga seet suñ leadership bi nga seet ne who has the best opportunity to get Barrow out of power right now. We want all the political parties to perform well in their strongholds in order for us to get Barrow out. The key right now is for us to get Barrow out. And I think Barrow is in the right frame. Topal finger topper. Gëna la educate sa bopp nga educate sa nit ñi nga gëna fayal sa nit ñi nga strengthen sa parti bi. Man yaakaar naa ne ñun ñëpp suñ toogee ñu won nit ñi ne we can vote for other people other than Barrow, we're better off. Su fa Barrow ñëwaatut rek, let's give somebody else a chance. Because moom nekk na foofu noonu 5 years. Mu ngi jël suñ xaalis di ko dugal si moto di yaaxa di def everything. Halifa Sallah su fa nekkoon tey du laajte 663 million. Ousseynou Dabo du ko laajte. That in itself dafa war a wone ne kii yërëmut nit ñi. So let's get him out. Let's strengthen ourselves and get Barrow out and bring someone else in.
Uncle Halifa foguma sax dina sol ges na.
Thank you. And that's the same thing with Ousseynou Dabo. Look at
sol ges na. So Badu mu ne daf laa saaca mu yóbbu la PDOIS. Xaaral ma jël last caller. Badu mu ne daf laa saaca. Hello, caller.
Hello. Ya Binto.
Yes, assalamu alaikum. Todi mado.
Ay wale ya tom fode komma Germany.
Okay, komma. Thank you.
Ya bediam kanjan German janne.
Ngela call je Germany because ila call kumaya tamfele. Ngamre lafta diam la topic mento is very important. Okay, come on in.
Yeah, definitely. Ya lafta diam la menna wala munying asylum mol ngelte mol mel yalon ko kabanang Italy nyolte Spain nyola ne dula ko tanle Gambia nole
kana angale for de
ya hade so okay very good yeah because until meta German janne so jang sukurol ku nyaale pour mol mel kenay ka sukurol te ka dunde banko kanjang jama ku kalang lon ako konole so ku membo nyan te si yamaro men kenon na Gambia dingula mel yalon ko kabonan su kena ni Italy lo waran bla ko ton ka fere ka dun jamane because kuma kanyen kono Europe luwal be mo kilineti so because Europe be bampurin luwale koto luwame yalo ko ka fa ko ni lom convention Europe be bampurin wala ko ma ni lom convention tubab du banku tanne say bele yo sinya ay ke ku sabatin tubab du kono
okay
Gambian ko nyanta wala tala ya long ka fa ko tubab du luwa be mo kilineti
okay Okay.
Ne dunta Italy. Ye bulota ya la Italy ila security yeta ye bulola je. Ne fundita Italy tumoto me fundita Italy ko be hammele be na German wara be ta la Swiss wara be ta banku koten tubab du la koten. E nyanta nyellon nale ko ka fa ko ibe mutalale.
Okay. Je fana ni futata je ni bulola kodi ibe mutala.
Ye bulola rek ibaje la machine fanto le te fanga même ye bulola Italy fanga nya be buloje la ko ka fa ko nyina mu nyemu buloleti. Ila natalo mu nyinati ila ditelo be ababe itandile lale.
So inyanta mine kela sai inyanta tara sabatirin dula kilin na bang fo.
Good. So yalo na Gambia nole modoli be kono ne dunta Italy ya sukuro ta ya dunde Italy e ka kaitos Italy ka kaitol dilale. Okay ne Italy kaito dila Gambia nole me be fo bar mo jama be kono e ka jutu Italy kaito nyinnale.
Ha yana jamane.
Italy ka muta ko tubabdu ne mam futa jaman e mam futa tubabdu jama be kono wole miro ke taritella andun tubabdu dawdrandi ni ye bulo la fo ala ne mariye kayto ta ya dila e mariye ka moti ye ka wakillati jes kolyata nyaaw nyarandi tumando Gambia dindo le fanal bije ibe balu kan wala mo nyente ko kayto dila ale kafu nyoma ale banko ta ale do koke ila kayto ya bambandi banko kan wala kummayata
so ibaje la ko woto man sakunda te ma ko ila no nana ta o sifalel
very good so sa ni italien ye kayto di mo jamale telekono e ka o kayto tale e ka nyombule yal atu Italy wara yake dura koten ye rosnan Italy ye namuta tukum fananko ni nata jaman jam fo bita kayto do sotla ko waran ko do be jaman janne ndun jama bije ke dante nyinnala ko Italy do ku man tarje.
Okay.
So ina mu Gambian intel Gambian
okay
mo jamala problème ti nyin jamani kono jang.
Okay. So alimbe minkela doron bawo wato tata lembe mbe one Sunday le choose la ngananga nyin ko kacha.
Definitely.
Ha mbe
nyin migration issue nyin Gambian no lente ya mira because it's akumaya bakitale Gambian no le melalan ko kabana Italy wara kabana bank fanna ko ton le ka jaman walin pour que solon que kalondo ta kadila pour yekol kenyal ta ye long because tubabdu kole atale ha
so
Gambia no be dawdrandi e kayto so tubabdu dawdranding ya mekso ila kayto e akuma yandi o banko kan ye do kuoke ye wura ye do kuoke ila kayto e bambang e blo kono bari kanela kayto ta e jutu wola ya fa ko e bita banko koten ne bita kayto koten ne nyinin na woto wala ko waran ko do ba woto katambi janna jama kamuta ko ni nata jaman jankay hani jamo arjannalati tubabdu la arjannalati amman kote.
So mbe minkela, thank you. Mbela fila dimas kilin tala even though Sundays dorong tolka wale soto. Nimbe nyin kacha sambala na mbela fila le. Mbinala mbakela local language let. Mbakela akaya mbakela naduma kangolet. So nsina nyo enlightening actually a call kena aliya mutamfe aliya na funding sensitized because mbafala deportation but there's another problem.
Problem will be larne ya Gambianol nyanta sensitize la bakele sensitize full sensitization of Gambianol you only needs.
Okay.
Ni migration on nyina pour mari nyanta lo na nidunda tubabdu nyanta mala nyame nyanta kol ka nyan nyame because tubabdu manka ko nyanta tala banko ya fa ko be kayto le nyina na beto nin ale de may kayto soto banko kilemuto ad sabato banko kilemuto je ko lata nyaaw nyaren din ko ya kola kayro le kanaje bara manke beti de bar modole be kono wol bu kam modol bije bu kam mo moy isi kayto soto Italy yo kayto filije jutu Italy kayto le ko haw kayto mam garanta mam bida tubabdu kayto kayta tubabdu kayto kayta ni asoto kayto muna kummayata ngata Gambia ngata na wulula jibe nga sayin kamuro na wala mu kayto la kummayati bari kodo nyinindro wotute te fana bule sabati dulate to nyinindro tayake.
No, thank you
So
brother.
definitely yeah.
Please,
Thank you very much. Anyway, alal hakobo in the but
Alison share. Alison anang nimba publish lamba kala je immigration. Please nim momo nimbo Sunday pick la schedule of fata nya mba kala je immigration issue mba kala Facebook pour alsa lonko Alison ana ali enjoy na alanga sensitize. Yes. Yes. All right. Thank you, brother. Kana nyina Cameroon nand yamwe.
Definitely. Anytime kaimon ningela nyimba make sure dale puru nka attend.
Okay, thank you.
Kata nyaaw nyarandi nyama puru sinyo so no hakil nyimo hakil maya kachan role to do.
Yes.
Ha sensitization no lo mo puru saji jama fanan si karan no because bi alta ko lan tel meta janye dali jankay to le bembulu bar butu nani mo kutol melkena e fanal sillondo soto no nyamin kolu kono no nyamin aba kumaya ba kelale to be candidate.
Okay, thank you brother. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Krubally kana alaman. Akana alaman. Afo mbari mbaye ko ayembala libi nge sunya kotol. Nge sunya la andu bila mila one day off ti. Nge la time better so we appreciate you kontante la kuala baka. Mr. Krubally, issues are too many. So immigration mbe ofananka chakala even though ntolnga Sunday killing the sato mbe immigration sensitization or kala jande. So mbe nyini kala one Sunday near times so te na enjoy but we cannot do it without Badu because Badu bedo kuala mungelige ntala kuwa fala back because Badu damala buga keep private, okay? So li mom suñu waxtaan affaire immigration nga dimbale ñu create time nga ñëw sensitize suñu our Gambian youths because there are certain things that what they are trying to say government du mëna dimbale gaay in certain issue yo so dugale fi sukur nga dem dugal fele xorom nga dem living fele all right, I'm just making it for little sense of humor out of it. It's so stressful. Okay, thank you, Krubally. Mbebula la saye conclusion odi ni la kacha bete atabakel. Thank you.
Ini mbara bake Binto ika mwele ba?
Ha anke mwele.
Kako ini mbara bake puru ila nyim programo la. Abete ara bake ila programo e kukili ne yita. Olam ñindi ko Gambia dum laftale pour ni Gambia ko le kacha ni la man sakunda kacha kadi te Binto mo kun kilimo e programme wala molbe kolin la fo ye ko te kolin tala ko tek ni ay dala ko na banku dum e be kumpare adu lafta pour ni la man sakunda diam Gambia ko be la moy kanyina ci jiki ni na ko ni ayen tan dunta politiko kono ni ayen dunda United Democratic Party kono Lara kunna party be nyine tamandila. Ala first day into office, ala Usain Dawa make sure like a communicational bill with Gambians across the world to make sure that we understand our problems, to make sure that we are respected worldwide, and to be able to guide our citizens wherever they are. Because nyenyi mbeje wala mnyintiko, mamfande bunya na government no more respect le outside, more represent very well. So we have to create that Fenco. But it is important that today we are at a crossroads. Politico abenoring Gambia back. Molbe nyo nenila. But kuklin nebe turinje wolom nyinti ko be the average Gambian abe batarin bile katambi 4 years ago. Kuranti keri na banko kan. Karambun kende tije. Na loptano mambetea. Barin si nga naman sa kundaje anina president no jabe molla na aflo tingala ni woma harma din diming wode denyante fanju bela bak ndele mena janteng president baro nyante nyine kala on meet the people tour to have a dialogue You don't have to leave State House to be able to have a dialogue with the citizens. The media houses are there. Hannibal found he's discriminating against them. So in a sense, memem foka wolam yindiko 2021 binari. Nga men kela wolam yindiko nga bo dictatorship kono nga bo kelo kono nga bo coup d'etat kono sanjilulu nga cartel fay. Nga cartel fay mome ye ko 4 years ago. Hani korda kendo abe siri men kono atabulu. Bira sida sirawto aya fande fulo nafa fulo atara man kam kunda ala bumuloje. Bi nga moya e memfo. Ako momo ni lora atenala development o tema apareta praye ani mari e nyofa. Nkali aje kodi momo nko aman hanyinu. Nga masakunda ta nga diala. Nga sembo diala. Nga kuro diala. Sa ko ni momo ni lora atela idea ning ateme in believe. Saya fa wala batar la je. You see how we're progressing. Let's stop. Let's stop empowering our people. Let's stop giving too much power to one person or to the state. Let's put check and balances there. The only way we can do that, Binto, it is very sad that it have a foreign bank come. It the only opportunity men soro. In young Gambian muso member na call to I don't have opportunity sorla. Because baroya miral ka abe murole sana pride and mol nene. Wala na sembo me mentel bi wala nyindi ko nga funding na mol kuning. Moda sa ko foyti batala. Modo sa ko what about ni fa. Fonde le fisara solo sandente ba. Fonde le sida fisara mol men fa bang. See, we have to believe in something as citizens. We have to believe that we have a purpose here other than just living and supporting our families. And that is that you and I are from a foundation to be able to reach where we are today. That if we all just have a little bit of bandigo kahme waso, ibe jokan karijola, ye isansuri la modo di la baluo dila, but honeybee isimola na flota. Na mol bolon kono wolman sula fene la gadino to naman ke kolon yasiye. Gambia muso amal lafi sadala. Gambe dungu man laf sadala. Gambe dungu laf tamen na wo miliono me duntana. Janni nganya president yama kendi ko pour ite si jedoro ye fanna fa ela political party na fa. Au menti pour ngam fanna fa. Me nyin kacha men na jang nyanta encourage dale me de fanan tentu lambe jayla.
Thank you.
Ko de men na thing nin ngin ke more and more and more. Abe doyarin bi bari ni sita ye mira. 20 years from now, your kids will be proud of who you were.
Thank you.
They will be proud that my mother was part of the discussion to bring about true democracy. Today, it looks foolish to you. It might look like you're taking time away from your family, but it is the right thing to do because you have seen success in America. You have seen what democracy can do. You have seen what dialogue can do. We have to rise up and say, Barrow, stop. Now he's starting to threaten us. And it is all about Barrow because we all put our hope in one person. And today he has disappointed us. So we have to rise one more again. There's nothing wrong with making change. If you make change and it's the wrong change, you don't give up. Don't fear change. Bring the next person in. If they fail you, you go again.
And get some.
Gradually, the message will be clear that Gambians are not going to keep people into office that are not going to develop the nation.
Go vote. Yes.
We're suffering. We're suffering as a nation. It is wrong. It is unfair to that child that is sitting in Basay Gilobakunda or in Fatoto or in Salikenya in Badibu. What is right is that we do the right thing. I don't be wala mantara na banko kan. Musol, I'll tell me musolti. Nin diumam baraka e ka bula al telle folola. Al telle ka al diumul bulu. Bi ñom musol le fa kan giving birth in the hospitals. Al telle ka wuli kewol be lari. Musol le ka mansa falinde. Aba al telle musol le bulu. Na wulta ali al tewol city. Al diumul be karanale etira bakwela. Na wulta ali al tewol city. Na tara loptanol to al te fala je. Na wulta ali al tewol city. Ite kolon sinnali alta nakol to koteke ebe sila le koyte binto be nyame ndingul ni mam barkan dem fanna fa nola barobe ko do men dikan na molla bi mba domola de jama bi je niya fenke to ka samba yolla bar ni bo holo londi ye programme londi me alon ko ni mole la fengol bonde basse isina ya wafu banjul yewo ci ka banjul ya samba basse. We have to be able to create programs where we're exchanging our goods. We live off of ourselves. It is possible. So, Diamola Sipia Commodore, thank you so much. And I want to give the Gambian people one message. Support the United Democratic Party. It is the party of the people. We are in this not for our own selves. Many of us are doing very well. Alain Hussein Dabo is doing very well. If Adam Barrow stays in power, what Alain Hussein Dabo affect that much? Ne Adam Barrow to the jail, what affect that much? But I've been the more affect la melbe santolto. Mbe wole kele kambi. Ndeni te dronte de, ndelbe kilo la dron, bar mbe kilo la mele wolo melbe nakolto. Melbe santolto, mele alon ko bi hani mano fayta domonola. Mbe kilo la wole. So Al Nimbara Bake, thank you so much. I am always available to come to any platform to have an honest discussion with Gambians. I don't know it all, but I know my heart is in the right place, and that is for a better Gambia.
For the better Gambia.
Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you. I bow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Krubally.
In Mbarabaki, we'll talk again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have nothing else to say. I'll just thank you. Yeah, I appreciate Leame. Thank you. All right. Kacha law meta. I'll say I'm fine. Ba on tolka ke dimasi killing. Issues are very important. Wala nani mole call kenan kala finka time delay kacha. Barenko. Mr. Krubally. Ali big high five for the nyalaje. I am Karandile. I really appreciate him. The reason I file respect. Being a Krubally Soto. Last Sunday, Uncle OJ Soto. The other Sunday, Honorable Fabakar Soto. It could be you. Or it could be your leader. Nini mobe kachala. For yela moyala. Yela moyala. Ani na disagree. What else? Yela moyala. Ntol mo hada madingol le timman timma. Alla nyi sistal ka nyi minji bete. Londi tije. So wala na nga mol samba na min smart mfanan kan siso fen kan mfanan ka si kono fo wante. Kacha londorong. Kacha man na londi nyini la. Amang jari yeke lecturate amang ka yeke legend. Bara dankole yela moy no. Yela moy. So wala nam na London taya nkata anka mol sambana nka tol sambana alien ankarande. Gambia no smart tal de. Gambia no londo sotala de. Gambia no ma belete. Gambia no hormone mbunya soto. Andun tolbe mu kilingol leti. Alin kana tala. Alin kafu. Ngake kilenti. We can do a whole lot together. Nim brothers only call kana. Especially immigration tentin, deportation. Alkanna dimina fangojele nyada ka Kenya. Akatan konolo kono kulu nikuya. We can change that together. Ngafo mansaiko. This is our problem. Mansakundali felali bella moila. Iko na representative solumini be Europe kono. Imanke Gambian olti. Ali opportunity di Gambian ola. Hana atul mam mo bondi na no kabona Gambia kanaka represent in Germany, kanaka represent in Italy. Ali Gambian ota mimbe Italy and he's capable to be able to do that job. Ali office in dindi ala dorondan kola mol kataje no dami. Loyal. Mini alon ko Gambian wala albe Europe kono. Ali finti na brothers wala ali contact pour isa long. Alse mako no nyadile. Ali loye instead of yeta bank Italian olta ye ke loyalty. Wal killing na agree with their laws ye saint. Yeta Germany lawyer Gambian loyal ali finti nan na funding kel kan ali ya fo en tolbi janne we will do our best ngaji be mbal ma ko la no nya nimmo nal kachata ala dialogue la understanding ka sotonole so mbal dani la man sa doronte Gambian ol mini alon ko you have the capability atelier mol long connection obije ali na funding kel ma ko yi mbo doron ne dani kan ite jola no bar man satalla sejo mbedan na le jambi kachalo meta nko yellow was in the house UDP yes iko kanari mbangola de alte danku buva zone UDP ila congress iko 18 19 20 on the 18th of December nyin December 19 and 20 nyin tel sabol alta ali ni UDP ye ben alta ali UDP join ali la kachalu moy nko ali fintal kate la moy it doesn't mean that ko be party do you cannot go listen to somebody alta la moy it will be very important UDP ali fintinang nal man paso lu sot ala fo alla diaspora no liye they will chip in alim contact Krubally contact abal ma ko lale ibe moto di la lale ali eta meeting dula ko masio botal de yeah so me patil be invite lan to la platform o ma belet all right so natoli political discussion min soto alin contact nang alin inbox nang Gambia that's what we have ala baraka appreciate y'all kachameta anan la moy jali la fonte yes Krubally akaye ninko toke kachata be back thank you patil NPP alfintina nali kacha PDOS alfintina CA nindolu APRC we told y'all we welcome y'all nal tata na video we welcome everybody okay alla leaders all domando be sotala okay ama easy barambe sotala okay alkanana ja every Sunday nakacha ala share please ala share yes alin na kol share saje mol kana ni ka kacha ujama amanke political dorant there are so many issues in Samin Kachano pertaining to Gambia okay thank you Lamin Sise thank you yes UDP thank you Allah baraka Sise thank you Allah baraka Kotoke Ture thank you Kola Sol Ngalbe appreciate Keta thank you Allah baraka alama ale nalijo alama albe dawoda alama je sumi alama ali ferinda je always try to do the right thing if you do the right thing right will find you right will find you you do right will find you Allah baraka thank you Sunday alkana miss yes thank you Silla thank you Yamaro Dorong thank you Jali thank you Khan thank you La baraka love y'all ntakela no without y'all Allah baraka nka hawjala fandi maso ena lai yes Mariama thank you all right Jambang Sambo thank you Nafa thank you Allah baraka alama mabela de masi cotton very important Allah baraka thank you Allah baraka Jali abaraka. Alamata mo disu ali wati. Allah kuwa kandeu. Wallahi.